Beats Planet.
Come on in. Testing. Chat box, can y'all hear me? Chat box, can y'all see me? What's crack-a-lacking, y'all? Doski, Woski, what's up? This what we gonna do. I want everybody to come in and, grab you a seat. Everybody come in, and I want you to get real comfortable. Because we in here. We do not run. We keep equal energy here. We keep equal energy here. Okay? Nothing was going to change. No matter the result of the game, I am here. What's cracking, y'all? What's cracking? Let's get into this. First of all, you have every way of communicating with me. You can hop in this thing. The phones are always lit. 515-739-1285, access code 309104. We can have whatever conversation you want to have. I'm here for you, okay? However, I'm feeling real spicy for whatever reason. I know why. I'm feeling real spicy right now. And it's not because of my Dallas Cowboys. I am so incredibly proud of my Dallas Cowboys. I need timeout. I need one of my mods, Brian Ortiz. I need y'all to block him completely out of this function right now. I need him gone. If you want to come in and have a conversation with me, then we can have a conversation with me. Then we can have a conversation, right? But you're not going to chastise my chat box. You can chastise me. Brian Ortiz, you want to call in and talk a little shit? Call the show. Talk crazy to me. Don't talk crazy to my chat box. I got the answers. Talk to me. I really want to address my Cowboys fans first. I'm incredibly let down by my Cowboys fans, bro. I'm incredibly let down by my Cowboys fans, bro. I hop on the Twitter machine. First of all, shouts out to the Rams. Salute to the LA Rams. Clap it up to the LA Rams. Shake hands. Daps, fist pounds, hugs to the LA Rams. You played a hell of a game. You won. W to you, right? My Cowboys fans, right, in the middle of the second quarter, right? Oh, man, boy, it's over with already, boy. This team so trash, boy. Boy, my defense, boy, y'all this and da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-da. And I got sick. I didn't get sick at the haters, though. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm used to the haters. I know haters sit back and they wait for things like this to happen. And that's fine. That's their job. There has to be balance in the universe somewhere. So I don't necessarily hate a Cowboys hater. Because they sit around and they wait and they go, Cowboys lose today? No, well, I'll try again next week. Did the Cowboys lose today? No? Oh, I'll try again next week. To say that we won more games than we lost this year, to say that we make the playoffs, win a game, and we don't hear nothing from them, they waiting in the wing. That's like, I don't really give you props if you wait till the loss if you wait for the loss to talk crazy to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I give Brian Ortiz credit. Like, he kind of got blocked in my chat box because he getting spicy with y'all, and I love y'all. But that's where I give Brian credit, because he was in this chat box early in the week. He was in the chat box early in the week. He was talking his talk, whatever. And now he's here after the Rams win, and he's talking crazy, whatever. Don't have a problem with him. But don't feed into the fans that ain't said nothing to you all week. Then they wait for the result. Then they talk crazy to you. Don't listen to those guys. Don't feed into those guys. But the Cowboys fans who praised this defense the entire year praised this defense and how great it is, how elite it is, how top tier it is. Now all of a sudden they're trash. Y'all trash. Now, if you ask me what happened, I'll say, well, we couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the run, and Jared Goff made a handful of good throws, and we couldn't get off the field on third down. That's my answer. But to say my defense is trash, you're trash. My left guard, Connor Williams, we only heard his name one time tonight. And y'all and Cowboys fans kind of dogged Connor Williams all week. Not everybody, but Connor Williams was dogged all week. I think my young rookie played a great game, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my young rookie, Connor Williams, after people talk shit to him all week. Now they want to be friends with Connor Williams. Now, you know, now they want to give him a hug. Now they want to pat him on the back. That's our rookie, Connor Williams. No, it's not. He's not y'all's rookie. Connor Williams ain't y'all's son. That's my son, Connor Williams. Keep your energy. I see people blaming the coaching staff. Now, if you have a problem with Linehan, I'm not really tripping here. I don't really have a big issue with you. I see a lot of people saying fire Jason Garrett. I'm used to y'all saying dumb little stuff like that. No. I don't see nobody saying nothing about Chris Richard, though, which is interesting. Because Chris Richard puts the defense together, calls the plays on defense, prepares them, screams at them on the sideline. We're not fussing at Chris Richard here. Because y'all like Chris Richard and you don't like Jason Garrett is what it is. You don't like Jason Garrett, and if anything goes wrong, you want to blame Jason Garrett. Blame Chris Richard. Defense didn't get it done today. But I'm not saying defense trash. I'm not saying Chris Richard is trash. I just want y'all to pick y'all battles and be steadfast in what y'all saying. And you're not. Cowboys fans have been trash all year. This is me fussing at you. Not fussing at my team. Love my team. I ain't fussing at the haters. They doing what they supposed to do. Has to be balanced in the universe. But for y'all fake ass fans that'll flip on Jason Garrett after 8-game winning streak, that'll flip on your quarterback after you flipping on your quarterback right now, dog. Y'all are trash. I love my Cowboy fans up and down, but I relate more to Browns fans. Browns fans, they love their team. They love their team. Cowboys fans love the result. They only love winning Cowboys. They're not Cowboys fans. They're winning positive shit Cowboys. The minute something bad goes on, they want to get people up out the paint. I saw this cat on Twitter that says, great play, Sean Lee. Oh, the general back. Right after that, he says Sean Lee trash. I can't stand my Cowboy family. And it's not all of y'all. But it's the majority of y'all, which is why I say the 80%. People say, come on, Voch, 80%? Yes, fam, 80%. Trash. Y'all don't deserve it. The 80%. If the Cowboys would have won this game and the next game and the next game, 80% of Cowboys fans don't deserve it. They don't. I tuned in the Law Nation show, and I'm gonna try to call him before he ends his show. I saw people in the chat box in the middle of the second quarter. Oh, it's over with. Oh, we trash. Ball game done. But your tough ass quarterback kept you in the game. The same cat that y'all try to get rid of damn week 5. Oh, y'all trash. Oh, y'all trash. I want you to call in. If you disagree with me, call in. Call in. Please call in. I talk better than I type. I was in typing classes, but I wasn't good at it. You know, we did the whole back in typing class, we did the whole floppy disk copy and paste joint. You know what I'm saying? So Voch ain't good at typing. Talk to me. Call into the show and we'll discuss this. I want to pick y'all brain tonight. If you one of them trash ass Cowboys fans that I'm talking about, call in tonight. I want to pick your brain. I want to hear what you talking about. Proud of my team, though. We couldn't stop the run. C.J. Anderson got 200 and 1,000 yards tonight. Still love my defense. We got work to do. We'll watch film. We'll draft. We'll free agent. We will address it. But my team wasn't trash tonight. The fans was trash. And to be fair, to be honest, if I can be real for a minute, be real, Voch. Like, if I can be real for a minute, be real, Voch. Shit, if we were so trash, we was in the game. We were in the game. You know what I'm saying? To say your head coach trash, your OC trash, your DC trash, your whole defense, your quarterback, your O-line, your left guard. To say everybody trash, we was right there in the game. Against a great Rams team. It is what it is. We'll get to the phones, though. We'll get to the phones because I really want to hear what y'all got to say. I'm really about to pick y'all brain. And, hey, man, I might scream on somebody. Let's get into the platinum guys then. We got plenty of them. Dez, what's good, bro?
What's happening, Voch?
What's up, bro?
You talking real spicy.
Huh?
I like it, man.
Hey, man, you know, it's part of the motion. So, Pete, Dez, I normally let people filibuster, but I got 1,000 calls, so just keep that into consideration, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna keep it brief then, man. We got beat today, man.
Sure did.
We got beat. Shout out to the Rams.
Yeah.
We went 3-5. We started 3-5.
Yeah.
People put us in buried and dead, and we turned the season around. Got to second round of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I can't be too angry. They owned us in the trenches, beat us, shit. And Ndamukong Suh, he was making plays today. But you know what? Like you said, Dak made the plays to keep us in the game.
Sure did.
I don't know what was going on with Van Der Esch. Sean Lee played a lot. But, man, I want to give a shout-out to C.J. Anderson, man. This guy, I saw somebody on Twitter say, this has got to be the greatest performance by a pregnant athlete since Serena Williams in Australian Open last year.
That's fair.
Man, he ran all over us.
That's fair.
But I feel like the game was they handily beat us, and even with them handily beating us, us holding to the field goals kept us in the game. I would like to have seen what would have happened if we would have got that 4th and 1. When we tried that run right at them with Zeke Elliott. I don't know what that was, but. Other than that, bro, I can't be disappointed in this season. The Rams were the better team today.
Sure.
Yep. I mean, what do you think would have what's the biggest thing, the glaring thing to you that jumps out that caused us to lose today?
We didn't stop the run. We didn't stop the run. Now, granted, if we executed better on offense, we would have gave the defense a break. I mean, teams play different when you have a lead, and teams play different when you behind. You know what I'm saying? And we were playing from behind for the most part, so our offense changed, and we changed how we play defense because they changed how they played offense. So by us not really putting points on the board, we couldn't really get them to throw the ball. If they couldn't throw the ball, they was gonna run all day. And we couldn't stop the run, so they was gonna run. And when they wanted to throw the ball, play action was there all day because we couldn't stop the run. So. Yeah, that's all it is. The
defense never got to settle into this game because we couldn't stop the run.
Sure.
Which means they was playing on their schedule all night. And our offense pretty much had to be error-free to keep us in the game, and that's just not how we play.
Sure.
They're gonna make some mistakes.
Sure.
And that illegal hands to the face on Byron Jones, they got us up off the field. I mean, they kept him on the field, and basically that's when they got that touchdown, and the whole tide really shifted on us.
Sure.
That was a huge penalty.
Sure. You good?
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you allowing us to have this Discord. I'm in Louisiana, so go Saints now. But you know what? I'm proud of the Cowboys. I can't be too upset. I hope the Rams don't go shit to bed next week.
I feel you, bro. Take it easy, man.
Yep.
That's another thing too. Cowboys lost. People asking me who I'm rooting for now. I hope they cancel the damn Super Bowl. I hope they cancel the Super Bowl and the conference championship game. I don't have two teams. I just don't. Shouts out to real fast. Let's see. Vladimir dropped 2 in the super chat. Ahmed dropped 5. Don't re-sign D-Law to a big contract. And also, now y'all want to sign. Boy, y'all don't want to sign D-Law now. That's crazy. Lando dropped 5. Salute to you, console us, Voch. I'm here. Water tastes nasty. It ain't as tasty, but it is still water. CJ Anderson gave us problems for a while. Salute to you, Adrian. Stephen Springer. Thank you for the valuable film breakdown. Looking forward to following you next year. Hey, stay tuned, man, because I'm going to have a lot of Cowboys think pieces, a lot of Cowboys draft content, a lot of league-wide draft content, so everybody can tune into that. And training camp right around the corner, too. So I'll be doing Senior Bowl training camp stuff, so don't go nowhere. Channel stay lit all year. Mage of Rage dropped $1. Salute to you, sir. B, we dropped 5. Hands to the face on Byron when we forced the punt. Yeah, that was a big call, man. Let's get into it. Let's get to my guy Kentwan Williams. Kentwan from Memphis. Everybody that call in, kind of watch y'all language, please. We don't want to get demonetized. We got people grandma up here. Kentwan, what's up, bro?
I told y'all gonna call win or lose.
Kentwan, listen, man, we are gonna keep the same energy, fam. Ain't no change. Yeah.
I'm gonna call win or lose. You feel me? I'm gonna support my team. I'm gonna just be honest with you, Voch. I feel like we play with too much talent rather than too much heart. I'm gonna just be real on defensive end.
Okay.
We rely more on our talent than just my kahuna's bigger than your kahuna's.
Okay.
I feel like we just got our physical tonight.
We did.
We just got our physical tonight. That's just this ain't no excuse. Those are facts. If you look at the all-21,
sure,
all-22, we just got our physical tonight.
Sure.
That's just the Rams dominated the offensive line of scrimmage and the defensive line of scrimmage. Sure. And if you say I'm wrong, look at the stats. They ran for over 200 plus yards. C.J. Anderson ran for what, a buck 10?
That's crazy.
Gurley ran for what, a buck 102? And how many rushes Zeke had?
I don't even know. I haven't looked at the stats yet. We'll probably do that in the morning. 55.
Okay. 55.
Mm-hmm.
The only play where I saw him have a spark, or at least a little daylight, was the 15-yard run where he just cut back up the middle on the other side where everybody overran, and there was just nothing right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I even know how piss poor we played, we still had a chance to win this game. Believe it or not.
Sure.
And I don't want to be that type of person to be to point back on one play and plays and be like, this 3's gonna be lost.
Right.
That 4th and 1 was terrible.
Right.
I gotta say it. I'm not blaming nobody. We lost as a team, coach, organization, staff, Waterboy. We lost as a team.
Waterboy too, goddamn. The Waterboy too.
Yeah, but that 4th and 1, Voch, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
You're overloading the right side. You bring Noah Brown in. You have a mark for one-on-one with Peters.
Sure.
One-on-one with Peters.
Sure. That's why I say if y'all want to get handled about the paint, I ain't really hating on you. You know what I'm saying? But we've been saying the same thing for years though. Well, not years, but weeks though. We've been saying the same thing for weeks. So whatever y'all want to do on play calling side, I mean, y'all can have that conversation if you want to, but I think if we effectively stop the run, play calling don't matter. I think if we get our run game going, play calling don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like the plays that were called, if they were executed, we good. You know what I'm saying? But
that's another thing I want to harp on too.
Sure.
It's a lot of drives that was killed because Dak kind of threw some inaccurate plays. I'm inaccurate throws. I'm not blaming Dak. Dak played great today. Dak, all in all, Dak played great.
Sure.
But it was some plays where it's like, damn, Dak, you hit that man. It's 20 yards. We in the red zone now. Damn, Dak, you hit that man. Ooh, we good. We ain't good. But I ain't blaming Dak whatsoever. That's not my intent. I can say the same thing about Zeke. Damn, if you see that a second earlier, you would see that. You would hit it up, this 10-yard guy. You know, I'm not blaming nobody. But I'm just telling you. But I'm going to just be real. Man, I'm hurt right now, Mike. I'm hurt right now.
Don't be hurt, man. Look, that's the game,
I ain't hurt.
That's the game. Yeah.
I'm not hurt that we lost. No, I'm not hurt that we lost.
Uh-huh.
I'm hurt how we lost. It's not the fact that, you know, I can just say, okay, the Rams brought their best stuff. We brought our best stuff. We lost. They won. End of discussion. But it just felt like we played really like 2 good minutes of football, all in all. That's defensively, offensively, transitioning for special teams, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's like 2 good minutes of football out of 48 more minutes, you feel me?
I feel you.
It's honestly how I feel. Honestly. And on that last third down,
uh-huh.
I feel like Heath, you came down in the box, 2-spot golf, just in case he pulls it.
Yeah, man, that was a heartbreaker. That was a heartbreaker.
Why are you committing? Why are you committing so much to the run? I understand why, but you know you came down into the box specifically to spot golf. Specifically to spot golf.
Mm-hmm.
I know why. I know you did. Why are you committing? Why are you cheating so hard? Just,
hey, man,
containment. You feel me? That's all I have. That's really like. And Chris Rashad, I feel like Chris Rashad got really out coached by Zach Taylor. He didn't. Cause really, all on the passing plays, really, they came out play action. They could run so well.
Sure.
We were so scared to play. We were thinking run first, which you're supposed to.
Uh-huh.
But we were thinking run first so much we forgot to take a pass.
Play action, bro.
We forgot Robert Woods might get you with a little dig route or a little post corner. Brandon Cooks might get to do the same thing. A little corner route, you know what I'm saying? We forgot that.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. Hey, man, I got 1,000 calls, man. Appreciate you, bro. Call in tomorrow morning, man, when we do the morning after show. Yeah. Dang, dog, don't say it like that, man. God damn. Don't hang up the phone like that, dog. Oh shit. Hey, man, let me say this real fast though. When y'all call in, we got 1,000 calls, so keep that in mind. But I do want to hear what y'all got to say. Hey, man, it just I'm not down, bro. I'm not down. I don't even think the defense played as a whole terribly. You know what I'm saying? Because they were efficient in the red zone. There was a lot of times where we kept the Rams from getting touchdowns. Like, we had a lot of that. You know, we just couldn't stop the run. We couldn't get off the field on third down. So I'm not gonna say the defense was trash. I'm not gonna say the defense was wholly trash. We just couldn't stop the run, man. We just couldn't stop the run. Let's get back into the callers though. Everybody be considerate with your call time. 100 grand, what's happening, bro?
You my homie.
What's up, famo?
100 grand, but don't be that guy.
Let's talk about it.
Don't be that guy.
Let me turn your volume up. Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong?
You've seen this defense play.
Are they trash? Are they trash?
This defense play all year.
Are they trash?
They slow out there. They look like they didn't want to play.
So let me ask you a question.
Quarterback rushes.
Let me ask you a question.
Called his mama and all of that and threw the goddamn football.
Sure.
Where was our pass rushes at? Where was Randy Gregory with the sack?
Sure.
They wasn't there.
Sure.
And I'm going to tell you something. Why would you keep running Zeke? Dak ran the ball once.
Mm-hmm.
One time Where's the RPOs? Where's the no huddle?
So 100 grand, peep this out. Let me just 100 grand. Let me just cut you off because I got an answer for every single one of your questions. You just can't give me 13 and not get answers. So you can ask your questions one at a time. I got an answer for everything you said, and it all comes down to we couldn't stop the run. I don't think the defense wasn't motivated out there. We just couldn't stop the run. Why were they able to throw the ball? Well, no, listen. Why were they able to throw the ball so well? Because play action was effective. Why? Because we couldn't stop the run. I don't think our defense was trash. We just couldn't stop the run. I said that. I mean, so
okay. If your defense ain't doing good, right?
Sure.
Can't you switch it up on offense? Can't you?
In what way?
Man. If rumor was Jason Garrett helped out with the plays against the Giants, where was that at?
Okay, so
Dak Prescott that played against the Giants, man. Every time when you get the film tomorrow and you look at when Dak could have ran the ball, but yet he threw it.
Sure.
Why?
Dak's been doing that all year, fam. Dak's been doing that all year. We've been saying all year.
Why was he been doing? He would do it all year. He would run and then he would pass.
Sure.
Why is he handcuffed?
I don't think he's handcuffed.
Go back and look. Okay.
I don't think he's handcuffed. I watch the film every week.
Look at all the film from every single game, and you can tell when it seems like he's handcuffed and when it seems like he's not. Really look at the film and tell me I'm wrong. Look at this game. He was handcuffed, fam.
100
he was
grand.
handcuffed, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
You going to do this or not?
Because you're a bit emotional right now, and I get it, but let me ask you a question. If Dak running is a weapon for you, do you think the coaches are purposely withholding Dak from running the football? Is that what you think for real?
Yes, they've done it this season, and they've done it today.
Oh, okay.
If this is win or go home, come on, man. Zeke ain't getting it done. Dak, let's roll Dak out on some bootlegs. You hit Jarwin one time on the bootleg. You probably ran that play twice.
We didn't stop bootlegging, 100 grand. You wasn't watching the game. You was watching with emotional eyes. We didn't stop bootlegging.
So we ran Zeke 50 times. Why would you run something and it's not working?
So listen, let me ask you this. Man. Let me ask you this. How many times a year have we saw Zeke run the ball and it wasn't effective, but you know that the more you run the ball, the more it breaks open in the back end. And that was starting to happen. We just didn't have enough time to keep it going. Am I lying?
And another thing.
Zeke always starts out slow. Zeke starts out slow every game. What are you saying, 100 grand? You better than this. 100 grand. 100 grand. You better than this.
You run Zeke 50 times. If it's not working, then come on. You don't throw. You use a tight end. Where's Rico?
Rico dropped the pass.
Run the ball. Get Rico out there.
Rico dropped the ball. Rico dropped the ball.
Run the ball once.
Rico dropped the ball.
Dak didn't even mean it, and Dak shouldn't have threw the ball to him that time.
Okay.
Dak should have ran.
Okay.
What you doing throwing the ball back to Rico for?
So listen. So you want Dak to throw the ball? I mean to run the ball 20 times?
Go back, look at the film. When Dak runs the ball,
100 grand, you so much better than this, man.
Dak runs the ball more than 7 or something times.
You so much better than this.
Of winning?
100 grand. We have won 12 games this year where Dak barely runs the ball. Dak could get 3-4 carries a game. That's normal, 100 grand. That's normal. We lost this game because we couldn't stop the run and we couldn't get Zeke going. That's why we lost. Nobody handcuffing. You really think this coaching staff, who got jobs on the line, are saying, you know what, Dak's a great passer. Dak's a great runner. I'm gonna purposely withhold him from running. That's what you think?
Let me ask you a question. 2016. Dak's best with no huddle, calling the plays, boom, 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 boom.
Sure.
How many times did you see that this game?
We ran no huddle 3 times. 3 times tonight.
That's not enough.
100 grand. We ain't have but 6 possessions, dog. we don't run no huddle every single possession. We've never done that. We've never run no huddle every single possession. You want to know why? Because if you
Dak at his best,
Dak is at his best when he's rolling out or when he's play actioning. But we couldn't play action because we couldn't get the run going. So what you want Dak to do? You want Dak to play action and roll out and the run ain't working? You're not thinking, 100 grand. You being emotional. And you better than this. You one of my best guys, 100 grand. You not thinking, bro. Why would you play action roll Dak if the run ain't been working? Come on, man. You know that.
I want to see, where's the creativeness at? Where's the you just run that 4th and 1?
Sure.
Come on, man.
What would you rather do?
Why don't quarterback sneak?
What would you rather do?
Quarterback sneak.
That was a listen. That was a 4th and long 1. It wasn't a 4th and inches. It was a 4th and a 1 and some change. You can't quarterback sneak right there. What would you do?
Why don't you play action?
Why don't you give the ball to your best player, 100 grand, like you do every other time we get 4th and short? You're not thinking.
They sold out for that. Come on,
it worked.
Man.
It worked early in the game, 100 grand. It worked.
That's the game.
Sure.
Come on, it's the game on the line.
You're being a bit emotional, 100 grand. I mean, I get it. I don't hate you for that.
It's the game on the line.
Sure.
Zeke got 40-something yards.
Sure.
You gonna sit here and tell me what's running with Zeke? 40 yards? 50 yards? Not working.
I'm never opposed to giving the ball. Because you know what's going to happen, 100 grand? Because if you do something slick and that don't work, you're going to say, oh, the Cowboys being too cute. You're not mad at the play call, 100 grand. You mad that it didn't work. Because if we give the ball to Zeke and we convert, you know what you're going to say? Boy, our best player got the ball and our best player got it done. But because it didn't work, I'm muting you. But because it didn't work, you're saying, we not creative enough. If it would have converted, that would have been just as creative enough. You would have said, you know what? We gave the ball to our best player and we converted. But since we didn't convert, now you got a problem. Oh, let's do something creative. Let's switch it up. Let that not work. Then you say, oh, man, now we getting too cute. Give the ball to your best player. We do this every week, 100 grand. You muted right now. We do this every single week. It's the result. It's the result that you're not happy with. Say that. Just say that. I'm going to go ahead and hang up on you, 100 grand. You a bit irate right now. It's cool. I salute you, bro. Thanks for calling. I got 1,000 callers. But just say that. If you think Linehan can be more creative, I agree with you. Say that. But don't say giving Zeke the ball on 4th and 1 is a problem here. Don't say that. Because it wasn't a problem early in the game when we converted on giving Zeke the ball on 4th and 1. We got beat today. That's it. We got beat today. T-Dub from Wichita. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Voch? How you living?
Everything's everything, man. I'm up here trying to keep everybody on the ledge here. How you doing, sir?
Better than I thought I would be, man. I'm all right.
You know why? You know why? You know why, T-Dub? Because you could be 5-11 with no first round pick, but you had a damn good season, didn't you, T-Dub? And your team went out there and they fought against one of the best teams. I think the league can look at Sean McVay as one of the best coaches in the damn National Football League. And your team went out there and gave him a fight. This team went out and spent money in free agency to load up on Peters, to load up on Talib, to load up on Sue, to load up on all these guys. Build that offensive line, best coach, #1 overall pick. You want to know why you feel good, T-Dub? Because you're thinking logically. We went out there and we gave them boys a fight. All we got to do is rebuild. Ain't no telling what we can do next year. That's what you thought. That's what you're thinking, T-Dub. Go ahead, fam. I'll listen to you.
Basically, you nailed it. The first thing, this whole week, I ain't been able to sleep. So sure. I'm just happy that tonight, stress-free, I'll actually be able to, it feels like I've been on death row for the last week and a half, and the reprieve finally came through. So at least I'll get a nap in tonight. But hate the loss, but there's so many positives to build on. And I know people don't want to hear that now because it's fresh, but you got to be grown about sports.
They're not grown. They're not grown, T-Dub, but go ahead.
Half these people sound like it's their first season with the Cowboys. And I understand the frustration, but from where we were to where we are now, for one thing, we still have Chris Richard. Nobody picked him up. So he's going to be back with our squad. That's a positive. Number two, we finally dumping those big-ass contracts from like Romo and other people who finally gone by the wayside, and we're going to have some money to play around with. That's two. Our squad is brand new. Our squad is babies. We got Pro Bowl caliber players on the come up in their second year. That's positive. already see now that Jerry is passing the reins to other people, so he's not going to make crazy, Johnny Manziel type things anymore, especially with the skill of picking up Amari Cooper out of nowhere. Oh, and shouts out to the Raiders. Enjoy that, 25th pick. Hey, you guys earned that.
Yeah. And then look, like, you know what I'm saying? Think about the player that you got with that pick. With the what you say it was, 25th? That's what it is officially?
I'm guessing it'll probably be around 25, maybe 26?
25, 26. That guy got us 6 catches, 70-something yards, touchdown, a 2-point conversion. I ain't mad at that. I'll take that every week. I ain't mad. Go ahead.
It seems like everybody's quick to jump on the defense, and I get that, but half of that defense didn't even practice this week because they were busted up. So you had most of everybody sitting their butts on the sidelines just so they could be prepared to play this game, as opposed to a fresh squad coming off 2 weeks of rest. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm trying to make some people realize that, look, not all things were even when we went into this game. Just because everybody bought into the hype machine of the media, it means nothing. It comes down to actually physicality, and our boys just didn't have it. You saw it in the manner in which they were carrying themselves. And you telling me when you saw that shot of Chris Richard on the sideline trying to juice him up, and they were just spent. They were exhausted. And if you couldn't see that, you'd like, well, this is, it's when to go home. Yeah, I get that. But if your body's not letting you move forward, what are you going to do? So, I understand, every loss hurts. So just eat the loss, shake it off, get ready for the draft, look out for a new squad, and we got money to spend. And plus, market, this is my last thought, market that we got Cedric Wilson. This is like the 6th time I've pointed this out. We got Cedric Wilson next year. Cedric been riding the pine on the bench, mad as hell, like, look, I should be in there beside Michael Gallup. But I got busted up in the preseason, and y'all don't know about me yet. But you will. So I'm just telling you, he may not come on in the first 3 or 4 games, but give him middle of the season next year. That wide receiver's going to be sick. Mark it. And start feeding some red beans and rice to Connor Williams. We're going to bloat that mother father up.
Mother's father.
And that's all I got for you, Voch.
Appreciate it, T-Dub. Good call. Good call. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of optimism moving forward with this team. Hey, let me say this, chat box, though. I'm really in that mood with y'all. So if you have anything funny to say it to me. The phone number's on the screen. It's in the description. It ain't hard to get in touch with me. So if you want to say, "Oh, Voch cool with mediocrity," let me make you sound stupid on the phone. Or if you say, "Oh, Voch, you da ba da ba da," let me make you sound stupid on the phone. Don't attack my chat box. Attack me. I'm the man of this house. This says Voch Lombardi on this thing, and I'll make you look stupid on the phone. Talk to me. Talk to me. So y'all hang tight. We got thousands of calls here. Pat, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Voch?
Doski Woski, bro.
All right, man. Hey, I'm just listening to your little show, man, and I like what you're saying. I just had a couple of things to say, man.
What's up?
I'm a little disappointed with the game, but somebody had to lose,
Sure.
And to everybody out there, please don't slam Dak. Because like you said, man, Dak is a beast. He's the only one that kept us in the game. Yeah. Zeke couldn't go anywhere. How do you go somewhere when your line isn't blocking the defensive line? It broke my heart watching Zeke just run into a brick wall every time he grabbed it.
Sure.
We can nitpick all we want to. We can say, oh, well, we should have thrown more. But, think back to last week when we played the Seahawks. Everybody criticized their coach for not throwing the ball with Russell Wilson more. But they stuck to their game plan, and they said, you know what, we're the best rushing team, the Seahawks. They continue to run. Yeah, they lost the game. That's the way it goes. Somebody's got to lose, Voch. You know, and the point I wanted to make, man, I watched Goff throw that ball just because I wanted to see when he was a bust in 2016 and then got a different coach and everything, came back strong as hell. Goff did not outperform Dak in this game. He didn't have to.
I feel you on that.
All they had to do, he didn't have to, Voch. All he had to do was hand the ball off. Them boys ran us into the ground. The only thing that I would like for next year, I know we're not getting rid of our coaches, so we might as well give that up. It ain't going to happen. I'm not looking forward to it. But it would be nice if we could just get a little more deception in our offensive play calling.
I'm with that.
You know, you know what I'm saying? Half the time I didn't know who had the damn ball, Voch. When the Rams were running plays, I didn't know what was going on, and I'm watching TV. But every time we handed the ball to Zeke, you might as well have put a doggone bullseye or a shining light on him everywhere he went, because there was nowhere to go, man. They knew what was going on. Dak ball, and I'm not going to keep it. You know, I just had to say this real quick. Dak ball. And let me ask you a question, Voch, and I'm going to sit and listen to you, man, and you can end the call. I just want to hear what your answer is to this. Does it seem that Dak plays better when we are down?
Sure.
It's almost like when it's even or when we're up, the whole mood of the Cowboys is just to keep everybody in the game, to just play steady. Then the minute they get down, Dak just turns into an animal and starts moving the ball. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If we had gotten that ball back, I feel like there was a 100% chance Dak would have marched down the field and scored a touchdown. That's all I got. If you could just respond to that, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. Dak just got that gene in him, man. He's just one of those kind of guys. He don't necessarily fold under pressure. I think he looks forward to it. I think he plays better when his back is against the wall. Now, first, second, third quarter Dak, I mean, you know, he's a third-year guy, so of course he's got to, you know, learn some things. He got to play a little better. He got to get a little more experience. I have a theory that quarterbacks really don't get good till they close to 30. You know what I'm saying? But I think that what Dak is in the fourth quarter, I think that's what he would develop into, in my you know, personal opinion or whatever. You know, I think if he just gets more used to, you know, looks on defense, you know, timing. And I kind of want Dak to stay in a similar offense. You can get rid of Linehan if you like. Like I said, I'm not bashing anybody for wanting Linehan gone. Give me a good reason why you want him gone. Cool, whatever. But I just want Dak to keep growing. Keep growing. I'm not trying to fire a quarterback that wins. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to fire a guy that's clutch, that keeps your team in a fight in two playoff games, really. Dak plays well in playoff games, you know? He ain't perfect. Nobody is, but hell, Jared Goff was throwing that thing to the grass sometimes. Jared Goff threw that thing to the line judge a few times, you know what I mean? So Dak ain't perfect, but Jared Goff ain't neither, but, you know, it is what it is. Thanks for the call, Pat. Platinum people. Jeff, what's good, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's cracking, man? What you got for the show?
I got a few things. I'm gonna try and make it quick though. I know you got a lot of calls, man.
Sure
but touching on with your boy, who'd you hang up on? What was his name?
The last call?
Call before that.
T-Dub from Wichita, I believe.
Touching on what T-Dub was saying. I've been watching the squad. I'm 30. I've been watching them since, 92?
Sure.
And I've noticed that after the Jimmy Johnson era, Jerry Jones has hired a lot of coaches who don't have the balls to put the pedal to the metal. They don't, when it's time to run no huddle, they don't run no huddle. Like, they want to run no huddle when they're down by 10 points with a running clock with a minute and a half left and, you know, the other team's got the ball. Like, that's when they want to wake up, and it always ends up being games like tonight. Like, you know, they lost by 3 or 4 or 7 or 8 or whatever.
So
I feel like
so you saying
will be. Oh, go ahead.
So you saying Jason doesn't have like a proactive.
He doesn't have when you watch an Aaron Rodgers game, and I don't really rock with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. I lost a lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers after he bitched about that roughing the passer thing that set up that Hail Mary with the Lions 2 seasons ago.
Sure.
But if you look at an Aaron Rodgers game, and you look at the way Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy call things,
okay,
it doesn't matter if it's preseason or if it's the NFC Championship. They're gonna put their foot in your throat, and they know that they only got a limited amount of time to touch the ball until they can't touch the ball anymore.
So first of all, we ain't really got Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? We got Zeke.
No,
we got Zeke. Zeke is our best player on our team or whatever. And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to get the ball to your best player. I think Zeke is your best player. So, I mean, if you want to talk about Jason being proactive, I mean, going for it on like 4th down, I think that's pretty aggressive. I think that's pretty ballsy and proactive. You know, things like that. When we get down the red zone, the type of not the red zone, but our 2-minute offense, the type of plays that we run in that offense, I mean, that's pretty proactive. But I'm not trying to push the ball with Dak 50 times just because, that ain't our thing. That ain't what we do on offense.
It doesn't have to necessarily be just because. Like, for instance, when they went 4-on-4 the first time, the Rams, I think they handed the ball off. I knew they were going to go forward because you played football. You played up through college or high school?
High school.
So you know that football coaches have egos.
Sure.
I knew that McVay was not going to walk away and take the safe route and pump the ball when he went 4-on-4 that first time, and he didn't, and he got the first. As far as Jason Garrett going 4-on-4, it was ballsy, but it's kind of too little too late because if you think back to the Houston Texans game when it was overtime and they were hovering around field goal range on the, 39 or something?
Sure.
And all he had to do was go for it and pick up a yard on 4th and 1. He didn't do it.
Well, see, that was like. Well, see, that was like 4th and like 2. That was like 4th and 1 and 7/8. That wasn't necessarily a close
one. The type of offense he has, man, my mind said the type of offense he has, 4th and 3 or less, you should think about it.
I don't think Garrett has that kind of offense. I think McVay.
Dak is an assassin. I don't think Dak was the problem. I think the problem was that the run was stopped.
Think about this.
And I think the problem was
Think about this. Sean McVay going forward on 4th and 3. You got a first overall pick at quarterback. You got 2 tight ends that can play. You got 2 running backs that can run. You got 3 receivers that can run. You got a running back that can do everything. If you the Cowboys, you got Dak, you got Coop, you got Zeke, Bees. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your go-to guy? I think the Rams got a lot more weapons to where they can be confident on a 4th and 3. I'm not confident with the Cowboys on 4th and 3. Now, where our gangsters at? Our gangsters are on defense. They just happen to have a bad game tonight.
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts.
And honestly, I feel like Dak, and not just Dak, even with Romo, man, like, they can get the ball to anybody. I feel like whether it was Dak or Romo, if you block for either one of them, it's over. I don't care if it's Jarwin. I don't care if you put the coaching pads and get them on the roster. I think if you block for anybody behind center for the past 10 years or more for Dallas, it's over, man. You've seen it with Romo. Especially his last, 3 years in the season when he wasn't throwing a lot of fit. But I just think Linehan should be shopped around. And I was kind of ready to toss Marinelli out with that outdated cover too. But
you trying to toss Rod Marinelli? All right, Jeff, appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man. Jeff, I got a lot of callers, man. Jeff, I got a lot of calls. All right, dog. Boy, we trying to get Pawpaw about the paint. God damn. Oh, boy. how quick y'all change, man. How quick y'all change. Dre, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Talk to me.
I'm content with what happened. I'm proud of our guys. They emptied the tank tonight. Dak is a true soldier. More power to him. He's gonna have a great career. I mean, the biggest thing that I see a problem with consistently, we have to figure out a way to fix our special teams unit so we can try to flip field position and figure out a way to manufacture some turnovers, man. Even when we had home field a couple of years ago, we always got to drive the ball 70, 80 yards. We never get short field.
Sure.
All these fans are so quick to say Dak sucks, that Dak can't do this. It's hard in the National Football League to continuously make these long 80-yard drives.
True.
Without a hiccup.
True. We didn't get short fields because they didn't really punt the ball. You know, they were able to move the ball on offense. So if we played better defense, they would punt the ball more. Tavon would get more opportunities. Maybe we'll have better field. But you know, they did.
I mean, how do you think we can address not being able to force turnovers? What could we change as far as like defensive pressures or trying to mix up coverages? Because this is a consistent problem.
I mean, honestly, we just lost the battle up front, fam. Like it ain't like Jared Goff went out that thing and threw the ball 50 times and shredded us because of coverage. They were
I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about on a yearly basis. We're always the bottom third in the league, and I think that has an effect on the outcome of our season. I think we're a higher seed, and we lose less games if this unit can force more turnovers. I mean, you can win games with the turnover battle.
Well, I think our defense. I mean, this is one of the only years that we've really been good like that. Like, I mean, it's like this year, maybe like 2 other years we've really been good like that. And like turnovers ain't. I mean, you don't really just walk in the door and get them. You know what I mean? You just kind of got to play and just take advantage of your opportunities. You know, Byron played well, but if he dropped the ball. You know, if Cheeto dropped the ball, whatever. If we don't get on the fumble, whatever. Like they fumbled.
Yeah, that's true. We had 2 opportunities. You're right. I forgot about.
Sure.
I forgot about Gregory and I forgot about Awuzie.
Yeah. So it just is what it is, though. That's just part of the game plan. I got a bunch of callers though, Dre. Thanks for calling, man.
All right, man. Later.
Yep. They was playing all the West Coast music tonight, man. Salute to them. Boy, they play West Coast music from every era. Wavy, what's up, bro?
What's good, Voch?
Talk to me, famo.
I'm not even worried about that game too much no more. I was mad when I was watching that game, but I think we'll make some big coaching moves this offseason.
Okay.
I think for sure Scott Land's gonna be fired. You can't be 29th in red zone offense and not get fired, regardless of anything. Even if we went to the Super Bowl, he would have been fired.
Okay.
We need some.
Do you want to?
We should run that old. You say what?
Do you want to fire your DC or your passing game coordinator?
Christmas Shark could stay because
Chris had the worst game though.
Our defense doesn't travel. We seen that we're bad away.
But Chris had the worst game though. So why we got to fire Garrett in there?
I can never be mad at Chris because Chris is a motivator. I'll be mad at Jason Garrett before Chris.
But see, and Wavy, I'm glad you kind of saying this because I know somebody else gonna bring it up. And why are we not pointing the finger at Chris right now?
Because Chris is a motivator. They I don't know. I mean, our defense doesn't travel though, and that's from our youth.
So is that Chris' fault?
No,
okay, so peep this out. We're a young defense, but everybody up there done played. Crawford, Jalen done played. Like, Vandy's a rookie, but the DBs done played, the safeties done played. Like, I mean, we young, but we played. So like, what you mean the defense ain't traveling because of youth? I mean, what are we saying?
I mean, you see teams that are consistent in the postseason, like the Patriots. We don't have a single starter over 30 years old, and that you can't lie. That's a big factor.
It's a young league, though. Like the better teams are typically the young teams, and I think
the better postseason teams are normally the older teams. Or the teams that have experience in the postseason. I
can't necessarily point to the age of the defense as the problem, because the defense was just fine with their young ass all year, playing all year. I can't co-sign that, bro.
But
can't do it.
That's all year. But sometimes during the game, it felt like our defense. It showed that our defense hasn't been here before. It didn't seem like we've been here before.
Can't do it.
Like.
Can't do it, Wave. Can't do it.
Okay.
I just think it's two ways. It's two things you got to do. It's two things you got to do to run the ball effectively. Zone run, zone running, whatever. You've got to move A gap or deal with A gap, contain A gap, and you got to block the Mike linebacker.
Yep.
Antoine Woods got blocked tonight. He's A gap. Jalen got blockers on him. And part of that was because they ran the ball so well, so play action was there. So play action. What you want to do? I don't really think it has nothing to do with being young. It just kind of is what it is, bro.
Yeah, but I guess.
Sure. All right, Wade. Appreciate you, man.
One more.
Go ahead. Go quickly.
Yeah. One more thing is like our running game doesn't travel neither.
All right, Wade. Holla at you. Yeah. Well, we have a bad game now. We can't travel, boy. That's funny. A lot of platinum folk. Let's go, Chris. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
What's that?
First off, man, this sad fact sounding from these Cowboys fans. My family, man. First off, man, hey, Vegan Voch, man, how your water tastes over there, homeboy?
The water tastes regular as hell tonight. It tastes like regular ass. Regular.
Hey, man, listen.
Regular distilled water.
Water is, sometimes, we have the sprinkling lead and we have everything, but it's satisfying and it nurtures, man.
Yes, sir.
All I can say tonight, man, is that, like you said, you've been preaching this all year. You said it before. How do you handle the
Chris, I think your phone went out, famo.
Oh, my fault. Can you hear me now, boss?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Go
okay.
ahead.
Yeah, you gotta block A and block the mic.
Sure.
And what happened tonight is that you found out Antoine Woods, as well as he played all year.
Yeah.
His brother was sick early this week and turned around, man, and he just didn't have that smoke tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fine. So you see that area right there. You also got to go back and realize, man, you played against Michael Brockers, Dominican Sue, Aaron Donald, and the Flowers kid. And I don't even know if he made a play all night.
Didn't do bad.
You turn around on the opposite side. Yeah, if you played on the opposite side, I had Joe Looney play above his head all year. Salute to him.
Salute to Joe Looney.
My man Connor Williams. My Connor Williams, man, this year, the muscle milk, stay in the weight room, he going to be better next year. Salute to him, man. My man Tyron Smith, man, bad elbow and all. Played his ass off all year. Zach over there on a bad knee and Lyle in mid-season working on different hand techniques. Man, salute to them. But they got their ass whipped tonight.
Sure.
That's all it is. They got manhandled in the paint.
Sure did.
They got thrown out the club a couple times. And guess what? That's what happened. But don't nobody get on this phone call. So not one Cowboys fan get on this phone call and ever decide to disrespect my quarterback. Don't you ever talk about Ray, Dakota, Prescott. Because guess what? In that second quarter, when everybody was jumping ship, and I was going like, oh, no, hey, man, that boy right there, that cat right there, that number 4 right there, stood up there like a real man, and handled his business. So guess what, man? Take it. We so much further along than you expected. Because at 3-5, we was all looking like, man, I can't believe this. You turn around right now, you ain't got nothing but hope in your heart because we're gonna be back next year. And they needed a nice. They got it handed to them. Sure. And them jokers was 13-3. What I did like about Sean McVay that that I'm not even on the boat of throwing Linehan out the building because he showed something tonight by having Jared Goff go to the line.
Damn, Chris phone.
Early.
Yeah.
They remember the ass whooping they took from the Bears.
Yeah.
And instead of turning around and the Bears not shifting, just as you went through the film study and talked about, as Okoye presented in the film study about not shifting, and then when they turned around and didn't shift, they ran. And when you can't stop the run, then the Cowboys start not trusting, or they just say, hey, okay, we can't stop the run. Somebody got to go make a special play instead of, doing the job. Yeah. Man, salute, man. Yeah. We lost. We got beat up tonight, but guess what? We'll be back. We'll be better next year. I don't need a new OC. I just need my quarterback to work on his footwork, work on his accuracy. I don't need him trying to learn a whole new playbook over the offseason.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need that, man.
Yeah.
I just need him to get better with his footwork, better with his accuracy. We turn around, turn around and get Michael Gallup will get stronger. Coop gonna have a whole nother year in the system. Man, we'll be right back at it, man. So, hey, man, great season. I got to the playoffs. I got a little taste of the playoffs. And it's good with it. It is what it is, man. Keep up the good work. I'm looking for a D tackle. I know you gonna come with the draft knowledge.
Sure.
I know Foots is gonna come with it. I know everybody gonna come with it. But as of right now, man, I'm proud to be a Dallas Cowboys fan. Yeah. I'll never be part of that 80%.
Yeah.
Never be part of that.
Talk to him.
Because, at the end of this, man, I'll never be part of that 80%. Because that 80% is fair weather, man.
Yeah.
I don't need no fair weather folks on this, man.
Yeah.
You're going to be tried and true. You're going to run it like you run it. And, and like my man Law with a smooth beard said, man, hey, you got to be about this team. You got to rep the silver and blue till you die, no matter what.
I keep the same energy, man. Appreciate it, Chris. And that's my biggest point, too. I'm not saying that this team is beyond criticism. A lot of people saying that. This is how I would assess the game tonight, right? Couldn't stop the run. They dealt with A-gap. They blocked our linebackers pretty well. Their misdirection worked pretty well. I don't think we tackled that great. A few penalties were kind of trash, I wish we would have gotten our run game going a little bit. That's a problem. Dak missed a lot of throws. Sure. Coop had a lot of space to navigate. Gallup had a lot of space to navigate. They was giving us that high cover 3 look. We probably should have took advantage of that a little bit more, I would be doing a disservice to y'all if I just came out and said, oh, we trash. Oh, that'll be a disservice. Let the peanut gallery call us trash. Let these other teams go out and let them call us trash. Let them do it. They've been waiting all year to get one of these in. Let them do it. We didn't give it to them in week 15, 16, 17, and all. They thought we was gonna get eliminated from contention. Then they thought we was gonna get eliminated in the first round. They've been wanting to call us. So let them have their fun tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the yin and the yang, man. It's balanced. It's balance in the universe. Let them fly. They supposed to kind of talk shit right now. A lot of their teams ain't playing. The other side, we beat both of those teams. We 3-0 against both the teams in the other side. So I ain't tripping there. But don't call your team trash, man. If you want to say play like trash, I'll let you slide. I don't like your verbiage. But if you want to say play like trash, I'll take it. Whatever. Don't call them trash, though, man. Your team deserves better than that. If you want to call this team trash, if you want to call these guys trash, after the year that they just had, you go root for the Raiders or something, please. Pretty please. They got 3 first overall picks. Offseason going to be fun for them. The offseason going to be fun for them. Go root for them. Before I get back into the callers, though, I just want to let y'all know, in case y'all don't know what this channel is going to do moving forward, a lot of y'all are new. A lot of y'all know exactly what's up. Maybe when Jerry Jones retires, you might have a chance. In case y'all don't know how this channel operates or whatever, I'm majority a draft channel. That's really what I do the most. So from today to training camp, really, I'm gonna be dropping draft prospects from everybody, not necessarily just from a Cowboys perspective. But I'm doing a draft for everybody. I'm doing Senior Bowl, doing combine, things like that. I'm doing the actual draft, and then we're gonna do post draft stuff. So in case y'all new here, stay subscribed or hit the button and then get the notification just so you know. Patreon, drop $1. You won't even know it's gone, but it'll help me immensely. If I can get 3,000 of y'all to give me $1, boy, this thing would be lovely. Just $1 in the Patreon. Boy, this thing would be lovely. That link is in the description. Also, I got a Discord, too, if y'all want to keep up with just different conversations that I'll be having. The podcast is going to be heavy, just different stuff like that. I got a Discord link in my chat box as well. Y'all hit me up there. Let's get all our platinum guys out the way. Then we'll dig into these numbers I don't recognize. Rashad, what's up?
Yo, what's good, bro?
What you got for the show, brother?
Hey, man, I'm not a Cowboys fan, man. I never have been. I never will be. But I will say, man, damn, y'all got to chill out, man. Like, yo.
What you mean?
People don't realize, not you, I'm saying like the fans got to chill, man. People don't realize like most of the best players on your team are in their low to mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I think they overachieved in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, just from watching, just not even as a Giants fan or Cowboys, but just as a football fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are way ahead of their time right now. You know what I'm saying? And they're good. Everything will be fine. I don't think they should make any major coaching changes throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people want this guy fired, that guy fired. I think they just got to chill. You know what I'm saying? Just take it all in. It happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just lose. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just sometimes you just lose, and it's whatever. You just got to take it in, come back next year, and hopefully things will be better. You know what I'm saying? So, Cowboy fans, just chill out. Just take it back. I mean, dude said they gotta not run the ball. That's crazy, man. Your team, the Cowboys, are built to run the ball. You know what I mean? Like, that's how their offense is built for the most part. Until Coop came in. But
this show is gonna sound totally different from tomorrow's show. This show is gonna have a lot of emotion. It's gonna have a lot of angry people, a lot of sad people. But after they, take a nap and get back into it, people will be all right. They'll come around and realize what they got. Because let me say this: if our defense is so trash, then why don't you just get rid of the whole thing and start all over again? If it's trash, if it's trash,
the fact, man.
I implore people to do that. Go ahead.
It's the Rams. I mean, the Rams are a good team. It ain't like the Rams are just it ain't like they lost to the Raiders or the Cardinals or whoever. You know what I'm saying? The Rams are a good football team. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. Like things happen. Like, I know anyone that knows this game on any level. If you don't stop the run, you're not gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have whatever defense you want. You can have any players. If you don't stop the run, you're gonna lose every single time. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. Most of your young players, like I already said, most of your young players are under 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. They fine. Cowboys are fine. They went 5-1 in the division. They by 3 points. They could have been 6-0 in the division. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's fine. People just gotta chill out a little bit. I understand people gonna be emotional and all that. You know what I'm saying? But things happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to call real quick, just talk people off the ledge a little bit. The Cowboys are gonna be good. They still got Zeke. They still got real quick. People talking about if anyone blames Dak for the reason, man, that's crazy, man. People don't even realize quarterbacks don't even reach their prime until they're 30. You know what I'm saying? So Dak is gonna be fine. That's all I got, man. I just wanted to call in real quick, let you know how I'm feeling from an outside perspective. You feel me?
I appreciate a shot.
All right, man.
Get. I missed the super chat. I totally apologize. Die Tran. They dropped 10 in there. It says Dak played great, kept the boys in the game, lost because the guys on the line didn't get it done. Can't blame the coaches for that. Hey, man, And that's really interesting, though. You know, when you think about the energy of Cowboy Nation or whatever, we tend to point the finger at whatever coach didn't do well that game. That's interesting to me. The defense or whatever, people considering, that they didn't play well. Nobody pointed the finger at Chris tonight. That's saying a lot about what I think Cowboys fans think about their coaches. I think they just sometimes they want people out. Sometimes, I don't think it necessarily reflects performance all the time. I just think some people they just want in, some people they want out. But it is what it is. We got one of my favorites, John from Kentucky. What's up, John?
Not much, man. What you doing?
Man, trying to keep everybody off the ledge, trying to pick some fights before I go to sleep. You know me. You know me, man.
Really, are you doing okay tonight, young man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. One of these nights, man. But it is what it is. We'll be fine.
I'm sitting here still kind of shocked over the caller that was talking about running Marinelli out of town. I just could not believe that.
It's an emotional show, man. I'm not gonna hate on anybody, but it's a very, very emotional show, man. And I'm allowing people to get their emotions off to an extent, but I can't allow anybody to try to get Paul Rod Marinelli up out of here. He's been one of the best things that we've had on defense. I'm not gonna allow that. So that was kind of wild to me.
He is probably 99.9% responsible for the talent we have on defense.
Sure, totally agree.
What people just don't seem to be realizing is just exactly how young and inexperienced this team is. Mm-hmm. They've got them some great experience tonight and through this postseason and the last half of this season, turning things around the way they did. That bodes very well for our future.
True.
And we are, in my opinion, a legit number one tight end, some depth on both lines, mm-hmm. away from, and that experience now from being there at the end.
Sure.
And, I don't want to occupy your phone. I know you got a bunch of people waiting. I just wanting to relay to most of the callers, relax.
Sure.
This is a young team with a lot of talent that's gaining the experience right now that they need.
Hey, John, somebody in my chat box say you sound like Jerry Jones, man.
I'm not quite that old, but I'm racing towards him, I'd say.
Oh, man. Anyway, John, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate your service and everything you've done, man. Salute to you.
So you're very welcome, man. Keep it rolling and keep pumping out the incredible videos and knowledge you throw on this fan base, whether they appreciate it or not.
Yes, sir. Salute to you.
Thank you.
Man, John just touched on a great point, man. He says, keep coming out with this content for this fan base, whether they appreciate it or not. Man, boy, that make a lot of sense to me. I know a lot of people won't necessarily appreciate it, They'll watch a video and I'll have an opinion and I'll back that opinion, but they'll, still do their thing. It's cool. We'll get there. We'll figure this thing out. I'm just trying to slowly turn the 80 into the 60%. Then hopefully the 60 into the 50%. Hopefully one day the 80% will be us. And the 20 will be the uninformed. That'll be the goal, man. I don't think we'll have a 100% pure, clean fan base. I don't think that's possible, man. Babies get born every day. But if I can get the irrational side to 20%, then my job is done. Then hopefully by the time I'm an old man, there's another 20-year-old cowboy YouTuber that's killing the game. That's killing the game that'll come in and take the reins over because I got the energy to fight y'all now, but I won't always. Kenny, what's up, man?
Hey, man, what's up, boss?
Doski Woski, brother. Salute to you. What you got for the show?
Hey, man, like I said, I'm going to try to bring in an outsider's perspective since I'm not a Cowboys fan or a Rams fan.
Sure.
I've called in I only called in like once or twice to your show, but what I wanted to say is, man, some of y'all in this chat still blaming Dak Prescott for this game, man. That game was not on Dak Prescott, man.
Sure.
He's had his fuck ups throughout. Excuse my language, but like I said, he's had his miscues throughout the season.
How about this? How about this? Watch this. Kenny, you a Rams fan, you say, right?
No, I'm not a Rams fan. I'm not a fan of neither of this football team. So, like I said, I'm bringing more of an outsider's perspective.
Okay, man. I thought you said you was Rams. Okay, cool. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like, the dude played nice football today. Yeah, he missed a couple of throws, but yeah, every quarterback does that too. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, if y'all gonna blame anybody, let's talk about some of these defensive players that like to run their mouth. DeMarcus Lawrence, I didn't see him come off. He made a few plays. I've seen him, but majority of the time, absent throughout this whole game. He like one of the ones that like to bump his gums the most. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The front four and the front seven, man, these dudes were getting blown off the ball, and this is supposed to be a strength of this football team. And I'm sitting there like, damn, you letting C.J. Anderson run all over you? And this dude, I'm like, damn.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You kept Todd Gurley under, certain. Let's say you neutralize Todd Gurley to an extent, but you let C.J. Anderson run all over you and let man.
Well, I'll say this.
Ridiculous, like.
I'll say this. They running backs had great games, but the key is their line. Like they get the credit here. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of wish it was a metric to where we can look at offensive linemen and they get like instant gratitude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. They don't get any instant gratitude. I think the Rams' offensive line was the key to this whole thing. They comboed well and they blocked second level well. So it was bound for the running backs to be great tonight.
Yeah, but the running backs, the Rams have a nice offensive line, but with the talent that's on the Cowboys front four and the front seven, there's no reason that they should have went for over 250 plus. That's absolutely unacceptable. No matter how you look at it, no matter how good the line is, the talent on the front seven of the Cowboys is way too good to be giving out 250 plus rushing yards. I don't think this team has given up that many rushing yards the whole season to any other football team. And the fact that these dudes came in here, laid an egg, and left just these running backs. And yeah, I'm not expecting you to be perfect. Like, this is the playoffs and anything can happen. But the fact that you allow these dudes to just run all over you and let this offensive line just blow all of your defensive linemen off the ball was just like, damn, I was just surprised because I came in here and I was expecting more of a defensive battle, considering, and I expected the Rams to score points, but I expected the Cowboys defense to put up a better fight than what they did today. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they even had a 3-and-out the whole game. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with these dudes, bro? You know what I'm saying? You letting these linebackers, linebackers are getting blocked by receivers.
Sure.
You got linebackers not getting off blocks, linebackers not fitting the right gaps. You know what I'm saying? You got these dudes not tackling correctly. Like, bro, like, what's wrong? Like, what went on with some of these players that are supposed to be the strength of this team?
Kenny, you got three more. You got 3 more seconds before I hang up on you, dog. Don't come on my show talking crazy about my team, dog. Hell wrong with you? Get off the phone, Ken. Hell wrong with Ken. Get off the phone. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. 916. You the one in my chat box talking crazy?
Which 916 you talking about?
You the only 916 on the phone, but wait.
All right, perfect. Well, then it was me. But I'm not 916 stand in the chat box. I'm the John Galt one. But yeah, I am in the 916.
Okay.
But yeah, we honestly, this is the happiest I've ever been after a divisional round loss for my Cowboys, man. We got a bright future. I don't know what anybody's saying about getting rid of people, starting over, chalking trash on the defense, man. Look. We came out. We had a game plan to stop Gurley from going around the outside. Right, that was what we got. What we wound up actually getting was shoved up the middle with C.J. Anderson, and I think that was it. I mean, look, we took an L. We weren't even supposed to be here though.
Sure,
we were supposed to be out. We never supposed to make it to the playoffs.
Sure,
and I mean, look, like we got the brightest future in the league right now. This is how the narrative is supposed to go. These guys blew every penny that they had on names like Marcus Peters, Keith Talib, and Ndamukong Suh, and they didn't even really show up this year. I mean, they have 2 years before they have to pay Goff. They're going to pay him $30 million. They're not going to be able to pay these guys. They have this year and next year to win a Super Bowl, and that's how it's supposed to go. And the league set up to give them a bye week to let them have time to give the teams the advantage. If we played the first half of the season the way that we played the second half of the season, we would have had a bye week. Might have been a different turnout, but honestly, you can't be mad at your boys out there. The boys in blue showed up. Our offense actually did real well. Normally, we can run the ball a little bit better, but dude, we're tired. We're battered. We've been beat up. Our injury list is long and theirs is short, and shit happens.
Yep, we'll fix it, man. Appreciate it, 916. I thought you was the other 916 that was getting a little spicy, man. I kind of encourage smoke, man. I encourage smoke, man. It's just oh, we got another 916. Let's see what this is. Other 916. Are you the one talking crazy in my chat box?
What's up?
Did you?
What's going on, man?
What's good, famo? You say I don't know football?
Hey,
That what you say?
I want to go back to that 4th and 1 call, man. You're saying give it to Zeke up the middle, give it to our best player, but who's blocking him? You got a rookie, and you got Looney, not our best center.
Sure.
You got to option that out. You can't. I understand giving it to Zeke, but you got to option that out.
What? Okay, so first of all, just so I can know how to answer this question, are you saying I don't know football? Is what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Saying that you got to give it to Zeke, but who are their best defensive players? Where are they located at?
Okay, peep this out. I'm not saying this is what I was saying, and you.
I know, but answer my question though.
Okay.
Who are the best defensive players and where are they located at?
Aaron Donald and Sue and Brockers, and they were in the middle.
Okay. Then why would you run it with a rookie guard is in the center? Why would you run it up the middle like that?
Because it worked last time.
You got away with it the first time.
I don't think we got away with it. I think it just worked. I think they're a D line that's easy. That's easy to run the ball against in short yardage. So.
Nah,
I don't see why not.
No, you can't do that with a rookie guard and Looney's not our starting center. You can't do that.
But Connor was a rookie the whole game, and Looney was in Looney was in the game the whole game.
Their best defensive players, the option been working the whole time. You got to pick one.
We only ran the option one time.
Perfect right there.
We only ran the option one time.
No, I think they ran it twice.
We ran it one time.
One time, but it would have worked. Because it looked like that's working. Their best players in the middle, you got to take it to the outside.
So what would you rather do?
I'd rather do the option. You can't count on when their best defensive players are in the middle. You can't count on.
I would rather
every time. It's not going to work every time.
I would rather try to convert a 4th and short running 2 yards opposed to running 9. The problem is,
players, though?
If you try to run outside, they got a fast defense altogether. It ain't really. Like Mark Barron was running sideline to sideline the whole game. So what do you do there? You just got to trust your guys. You got to trust your guys.
You can't trust a rookie guard. You just can't do it.
I think you don't like it. I think you don't like it I don't think you like it because of the result. Because it worked early in the game.
No.
Because it worked early in the game. It just didn't work this time.
Now it worked earlier, but you don't run after best. You don't run at Donald. And you don't run that too. You just don't do that. You got to take that to the outside.
Shit. Brock is on the outside. Brock is on the outside. Foul on the outside.
But they're more of a 3-4. So Brockers is like he wasn't really their linebackers outside.
That don't really matter in this scenario because they was doing their short yardage package, so everybody was pretty much down on the line. So it wasn't really like Brockers he was closer to the outside guy at that point.
I just felt like it would have been better going outside or play action.
I think
if the best defender.
I think if you get a hat on the hat and let Zeke put his head down, he can make 3 yards out of 0 like he's done thousands of times.
It ain't just Zeke though. It's like the line. I understand Zeke's our best player.
Sure.
But it's the line. It's the line blocking.
Sure. But I think
it's a rookie guard there.
But I've seen Zeke.
He's not a powerful guy.
Who?
He's just not.
Who?
He's not. You don't. Our guard.
Connor Williams?
Yeah, Connor. He's just not a powerful dude. He's
okay. So
he ain't got no strength.
Connor.
He's better for like going out, like when they do the misdirection plays. He's better for like going around blocking. He's not good for going up the middle, blocking with strength.
Are you familiar with the hat on the hat concept?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
What it mean? What was that pause for? What does it mean?
I don't know what it means.
Get out of here! You want to talk about my callers don't know football? You want to say I don't know football, but you don't understand the hat on hat concept.
You saying to give it to Zeke?
Get off the phone. What are we doing? This man was in my chat box, spicy, talking about Voch. You don't know football. Voch. These people, let me on, Voch. These people don't know football. Okay, cool. Hop on the phone. Tell me what you know about football, sir. Well, Connor Williams didn't Connor Williams. Okay, cool. Let me ask you this. What's the hat on hat concept, sir? Yeah, I know what that means. What does it mean? Goofy ass off my phone. In case y'all don't know what the hat on hat concept means, let me explain to y'all. So next time somebody asks you, you'll be better equipped. And next time I ask you, you won't just say I don't know. So when you're in short running situations, you have an offensive line that maybe they can't get a big push, or maybe you have a really talented running back. There's this thing called the hat on hat concept, to where you're not necessarily trying to blow people off the football. The Rams do it too when they run outside zone. They're not necessarily smashing the hell out of people. They're just putting a body on a body, a hat on a hat. And Connor Williams did really well tonight of putting a hat on a hat. Connor didn't really push anybody tonight. He didn't do a great, he didn't do that. But he got his hat on a hat, and Zeke chose his run lane. That's what zone run schemes are, right? So if Connor puts a hat on a hat, Tyron puts a hat on a hat, Looney, Zach, they put hats on hats, they don't have to get a push. We only need 1 yard. They just need to be in the way and let Zeke run through whatever. Now, what didn't happen was the execution of putting the hat on the hat. You know what I mean? There was a little bit of penetration in A gap. And two things you got to do to run the ball effectively is you got to deal with A gap, and you got to block the Mike linebacker, right? If we would have gotten a hat on a hat in A gap, penetration is okay because he can read that and get there. But if we would have put a hat on a hat in A gap and blocked the Mike linebacker, we would have been fine. But we didn't. We blocked half a man. We got penetration up the middle. We had problems. That's why I love this phone. That's why I love this phone. I'm not great at typing. I'm not a great typer. You know what I mean? I wanna throw some sentences back and forth with you a little bit to kind of see where you at. I want context. I want a little bit of context here. You know what I'm saying? My man said, "Oh yeah, I know what that means. What it mean? I don't know. Get your goofy ass out of here." Let's see what we're gonna do. Greg, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
Get your goof ass off my phone, Greg. I had to do it one time. We really gonna answer the phone now, though. Cardinal fan, what's up, bro? Cardinal fan.
Man, this is typical Cowboy fan.
Oh, typical Cowboys fan. What's up, bro? What'd you talk to me, typical Cowboys fan?
My Wakanda brother. Hey, first of all,
Wakanda family.
Those Rams were hotter than that salsa Valentina tonight.
Every Cowboy fan isn't Hispanic. Every Cowboy fan isn't Hispanic Cardinal fan.
Hey, Vatch.
What's up, bro?
Vatch.
What's up, bro?
I had my lucky jean shorts pressed with the crease.
Ooh.
I bought my brand new Jordan 13s.
All Cowboys fans don't wear Jordan 13s, fam. What are you doing?
Hey, my Tony Romo jersey, I had it.
He don't even play for us anymore. What are you saying?
Let me tell you what happened tonight as a typical Cowboy fan.
Yes, sir.
Dak Dak Prescott, he had a bad wrist. Zeke Elliott, he had a bad ankle. Garrett didn't get good night's sleep last night.
Do all Cowboys fans talk that accent though, Cardinal fan? I don't sound like that.
Hey.
I'm not typical though.
My what kind of brother? Hey, the refs. The refs. All those bad calls.
The what?
Every time because of the refs.
What kind of accent is that? The what?
The referees.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, at least we got 5 Super Bowl rings, right? We got to bring that up every time we lose, right? Hey, 5 Super Bowl rings.
Because you're a typical Cowboys fan, right? And all we do is talk about the rings, right?
Yeah.
I haven't said the word ring all year though, man. You're not right. You're not correct. With your starch pants on. with your plaid shirt on that's buttoned up only at the top. What are you saying, typical Cowboys fan?
Hat on hat, man to man. Duh.
Cardinal fan, what's good, homie?
Hey. This is the real Law Nation, first of all.
What's
this
up?
Ain't typical Cowboy fan. This is the real Law Nation.
Law Nation, yo chat box.
Only the best. Only the best. Hey, I wanna make a special plea to my Cowboy brethren out in Wakanda.
Go ahead, Law Nation.
I got a song for you guys.
Oh, God.
Although we've come to the end of...
All right, Cardinal fan, time to get you up out of here, fam. Time to hit that little mute button. I appreciate you, bro. You know it's all right. Let me unmute you, make sure you ain't still singing. Oh, he's still singing. Oh, he's still singing. He's still singing. Cardinal fan, I'm trying not to hang up on you.
Fire Garrett. Hey, first of all, Voch, condolences, but guess what, man?
What's up, bro?
At least you guys got your first round draft pick, right?
And
wait a minute.
Cardinal fan. There's a reason I'm not hanging up on you, Cardinal fan, because you one of my favorites. Because you one of my favorites. You my guy. Our first round pick.
Voch, I just wanted to say condolences, man. First of all, only one team's happy at the end of the year. So what if the Cardinals and Cowboys are in the exact same spot right now? It doesn't matter, dude.
I think our first round pick did well tonight, though, Cardinal fan.
No, I meant next year in the draft coming up. At least you guys got a first round coming up. Oh, wait a minute.
But we drafted them early, though, Cardinal fan. You not listening. You not listening. We got the best receiver in the draft. We just got him early, Cardinal fan. What are you saying?
No, you're right. I'm just giving you a hard time. I wanted to just give you my condolences.
You'll never give me a hard time. I'm good at this. I'm great at this. You'll never give me a hard time.
So, it's all good, Cowboy Nation out there. You guys, you'll come back stronger than ever. It's kind of weird not hearing any of your fans talk about firing Garrett. I'm going to be honest.
Hey, man, that's
kind of refreshing.
They're all talking about firing Garrett. They just ain't on my show. they just ain't here.
Right on, man. I just wanted to just say, it's just one day. Get through the night. I know you're not feeling too hot right now. We appreciate you being on, but
I feel good.
It's all good, man. All good.
Will you stop making up narratives? I feel great.
How do you feel great after just getting your ass kicked so bad, though? That's what I don't understand.
Well, I watch the game like a coach, though, Cardinal fan. I don't watch it as an emotional fan. You know what I mean? I'm more so of a fine. We got next year. Like when I was a player, I remember playing in the playoffs, right? Junior and senior year, both times we won the first round and we lost in the second round. And I was torn up. I was distraught. And I guess it was because there was such a finality to my career. You know what I'm saying? But when I started coaching, I became a lot less emotional about these things because I was guaranteed a next year. So I would look at what we did wrong and I would think about how to fix it opposed to being mad that we did it wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a Cowboys fan this year, and it ain't like I'm not going to be a Cowboys fan next year. It sucks. I would rather be in the next round of the playoffs. I'm just not torn up that we not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a good attitude.
That's just
I
me.
can dig that.
That's just me though.
What's the talk going to be like tomorrow? What are they going to blame it on? Like
they're going to blame it on Jason Garrett and Linehan or whatever. But who cares? I don't listen I don't listen to him anyway. So I don't know.
You don't think it's going to be more the Rams played well?
No, because
it's going to be
Cowboys drive ratings. So when it comes down to like TV stuff, they're definitely gonna talk the Cowboys side. Now they'll eventually, sneak in, Rams talk or whatever. But as far as like Cowboy stuff, like they're gonna headline everything with Cowboys talk. So
Hey, how did Dak end up? Did he get 250 yards tonight?
I don't look at yards with Dak.
Where did he finish?
I don't really look at yards with Dak because Dak ain't really yards guy. Dak ain't yards dude. Dak ain't really stat guy.
So what do you look at? Like touchdowns then, or what?
I look at the result. I just look at the result. Dak has won games throwing less than 250. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Yeah, like Goff tonight, right? He had like 180.
Goff didn't. Dak played better than Goff, honestly. But the Rams.
I know, and yet Dak's the one that's garbage, right? That's what everyone says, right? Even though he played better than Goff tonight.
Let him fly, Cardinal
Crazy,
fan.
Man.
Let him fly.
Straight up, man. Hey, have a good night, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Touch.
Yes, sir.
Later.
I just want to let the people in the chat box that are talking crazy about Cardinal fan, who was the call I just hung up with, y'all can kick rocks and go watch ESPN, fam. Because this is how this works, right? I'm biased to my friends and people that support me. So the callers that's been on the phone, there are people that have been on this show before. There are platinum callers. There are guys and ladies that support this show. So I'm gonna bring them in first and let them talk. You know what I mean? If you're just a random person in the chat box that I've never seen before, you ain't got no rank up in here. None. Cero. That's 0 in Spanish, since Cardinal fan think all Cowboys fans are Hispanic. And Cardinal fan, he donates to my show in multiple ways. So y'all can kiss my head. You can kiss my head. Moving forward. What we got moving forward? Yo, Greg, I'm tired of you keep calling in, man. What you want, bruh? Man, I'm not letting you talk on my phone. Get the hell out of here, bruh. What's wrong with you, man? Boy, Greg thought I was gonna let him talk. Greg thought I was gonna let him talk. Greg, I'm not gonna let you call in and talk on my show. Get off the phone. Sterling, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, Raj?
What's up? What you got for the show?
Well, everybody's wanting to talk about, what the Cowboys did wrong and whatnot, but sure. I think nobody wants to bring up what the Rams did right.
Okay.
I think that Sean McVay really took advantage of our young defense, and you were talking about, I think you did a video on Randy Gregory on how he got an offsides. I can't remember what week it was, but he wasn't really offsides.
Mm-hmm.
Our D-line was getting amazing jumps off the ball the past few weeks and against the Seahawks. And I'm sure Sean McVay saw that, ran a hurry-up with mixed snap count, got penalties, and I think it just had our front seven on their heels the whole game.
Yeah, great move.
And then I think the Rams did a good job of loading the box against Zeke. This was a really backwards game, and everybody thought the Cowboys' defense would be a little better. Sort of, not really. I think the Rams did a better job, but our secondary wasn't bad. And then on offense, everybody was thinking, Zeke was going to do a little bit better because Gurley wasn't 100%, and that Goff would do better than Dak, but wasn't the case either.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just an all-around backwards game. I think the Rams did some things right. They took advantage of our young
players, but I was thinking while it was happening, I'm like, they better pray they get to the Super Bowl and win it this year.
Sure.
Because I guarantee you they're learning. They're going to learn from that, and that shit ain't going to happen again.
Yep. I feel you, Sterling. I feel you. I got a gang of calls, man. I appreciate you for calling.
Yeah, no problem. You take it easy, bro.
Yep. Everybody that I'm about to answer now, I got like 19 calls online, so take into consideration that I got a bunch of calls. So kind of get in, make your point, hop on out of there. JR, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, Voch, man?
Doski Woski, famo. What you got for the show?
I'm gonna get straight to it. I got 3 things.
Go ahead.
I did not see the offense going 1 for 10 on 3rd down. What I can say is the Rams, the offense they're running is for real because it's so much going on in one action that it makes their linebackers hesitant to attack and be aggressive.
Sure.
So what the offense that they're running is going to be hell to deal with whoever they play.
Yeah.
It's like you can't. I don't believe it's a way you can contain it. I really don't.
I'm probably gonna have to look at it on film, man. And to be fair, I'm not guaranteeing answers. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not a pro level, coach or nothing like that. But I will look at it. I was actually texting with some guys, former coaches, other like super offensive minded people, and we did kind of have Illuminati roundtable about the Rams and what they were doing on offense or whatever. So they definitely gave me some things to look at. So I'm definitely gonna bless y'all with some of that knowledge because I think it was a lot of dope, knowledge.
I was gonna ask when will you be dropping? You will be dropping film on this game?
We keep the same energy, my friend. The same energy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
I will be tuned in when you drop this film.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I watched that whole game, and man, the sweep action that they're running, and because they were in like single back, like trip wide receivers the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
They might have been in shotgun maybe 2 or 3 times, but what they're running, that offense that Sean McVay has them running, it's for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's for real, and I saw it tonight.
Yeah,
everybody can say the defense let up, but the way the defense played, they did all they could do with that. With all the action that's going on at one time, it's hard to stop their offense.
Sure.
Even the Saints, who one of the better teams on off, they're both good on offense and defense. They couldn't even stop it. So that scheme that Sean McVay's running is for real.
Yeah,
it's for real.
I feel you.
I don't know. I really don't know how you could possibly slow it down unless you have what the same thing that Sean McVay had, which he had communication up to like 15 seconds left on the play clock, letting Goff know what the defense is doing and if they do this or whatnot. But that scheme is for real.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You can go ahead. I just want to put that out and just make sure I get to know when you're dropping that film so I can tune in.
Yeah, man. Same time, same place, man. We're keeping that same energy. We're gonna do Cowboys film, but then we're gonna grind real heavy on on a draft film, and I'm also do some Cowboy think pieces and things like that. So stay tuned, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. This thing is going to stay a thing. I think that's all of my platinum callers. I'm ready to. Okay, let's do this. River Valley University, what's up, man? Man, I'm not finna let you come on my show talking crazy to me, dog. What he thought this was? What did River Valley University think what he think I was about to let him do? What he thought I was about to let him do? He know he wasn't gonna come on my show, boy. All right, let's get into these new callers here. See what they got to say. 682, who this?
Oh, this Carl. I'm currently watching the live stream, actually, but I only had like 2 things I wanted to kind of point out at because, I'm heavy on Twitter nowadays.
Okay.
But what I've been seeing is a lot of people complaining about Dak Prescott and the offense, and I'm like, I don't see a problem with the offense. But focusing mainly on this game, this is my second part, is the defense hit a wall. It looked like they hit a wall. It looked like in that second quarter they just lost the gusto. Sure. Like, they were trying, but they were spent. It's like whatever Sean McVay runs as an offensive scheme, that takes a lot out of it. So when you're constantly not getting pressure and you're running all over the place, because that's how he has his offense set up, you have to worry about the slot, the outside, and you got to worry about the running back coming out the backside. So it's not like you can focus on your assignment because everybody else, somebody getting open. Sure. And that's how he runs his offense. So I would say that our defense just hit the wall that is the Rams, and that's about it.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for calling, man. I don't necessarily think we hit a wall. I just think that we played another talented team. It wasn't going to be easy. I mean, they just wasn't going to walk in this thing and it was just going to be easy peasy lemon squeeze. I mean, this was a playoff game. Playoff games, you have to fight for those. And you know, if we would have stopped the run, then it would have been a different game. But we didn't. So well, I'm not ready to necessarily, you know, say that or whatever. Good job by the Rams though. Toot Robinson dropped a dime just to support. He's one of the GOATs. Incompetent 17 drop 5 of the super chat. Appreciate the show. Really therapeutic as a disappointed fan. Salute to you, sir. Anthony Ray dropped a dime in the super chat. We got to improve next year. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Let's get into it though. Let me see how many people I got watching live. Pretty good number of people I got watching live. Hey man, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go in the description, join my Discord. Go check out Voch's Voice podcast. I thought about doing like 2 podcasts this offseason, right? Like doing the non-football joint, then doing the Nothing But Cowboys podcast. I think I can do a pretty good Cowboy-only podcast. We'll see. Scrolling. Boy, it's a lot of people.
That deserves an asterisk. We stopped 3 out of maybe 6 or 7 red zone attempts and held them to field goals, plus an 8. Pop, is me?
I hear you, but I ain't.
Hold
but I ain't.
No, hold on. No, I was talking to somebody. I ain't know you. I ain't know I was live, bro. This is what I'm gonna say.
This man on the phone cussing his friends out. 515. What's up, man? I thought your phone was dying, man. How the hell you? Come on.
No, because I was listening to the cast on YouTube, and then my phone had you. It's messing me up. But like, what I want to say was,
go ahead.
My hats go off to our players.
Yeah.
And I've been a fan since Quincy Carter, Vinny Testaverde, the dude that was a backup pitcher,
Drew Hansen,
and Tony Romo. Yeah. Like, we're not far off, but there's still some tweaking that needs to be done on both sides of the ball. We need a number 2 running back that's still a threat. Rod Smith is a breather. He's not a threat. He doesn't pose a threat to every team. We have to find a number 2 back that poses a threat and scares you as much as our first. We need it's time for Chris Richard to either move on to another team or say he's taking blame for the plays he called on defense and take it out of the hands of Rob Marinelli, who's up to try to retire. He needs to make that move now, and it needs to be established what we're going to do differently next year. Scott Linehan poses questions to me because if you look at his predictability as a OC, look at the play with Tavon Austin that played for the Rams. When he came in, I'm like, they're going to run a fucking wide receiver screen. You don't think the Rams know how explosive he could be as not the target? But then he has such a limited package when he comes in. You know the likelihood if he's going to motion to the backfield or if he's going to like fucking catch a screen or a double play or double move. It's just too predictable.
as a coach. Yeah, I feel you though, man. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to a new call, fam. I appreciate you for calling. David Alexander dropped a 20 in my PayPal as well. He says that we got our scheme tonight. Talk about it. Sean McVay runs a lot of stuff on his offense, man, and I know what it is. I know a lot of Cowboys fans don't normally watch Rams games, right? So this is really y'all's first time seeing all this movement and motioning and things like that, and it kind of blew y'all mind tonight or whatever. You know, I'm gonna try my hardest to get y'all to see it from my eyes or whatever, but a lot of that stuff is smokescreen, man. A lot of that stuff is just movement and misdirection. But the core of the offense is a simple one. Just a lot of movement going on. It's trying a lot of things that you wouldn't think to try. I'll say it like that. But it's really not an intricate offense. It's just a lot of moving pieces. But I'm with it though. I'm with you. But when I drop my film or whatever, I'll go into it a little bit. 915, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Cool. What's that? What you got for the show?
As far as coaching changes, man, how's Kellen Moore helping Dak Prescott?
Sure, sir. Say again.
How's Kellen Moore helping Dak Prescott?
How is Kellen Moore helping Dak Prescott?
Yeah, I can help Dak Prescott play quarterback better than Kellen Moore can.
How so?
Kellen Moore was never a good quarterback in his career. I want to know how Kellen Moore is going to help Dak Prescott develop. I mean, Dak Prescott was never the greatest passer in college.
Kellen Moore was an outstanding quarterback in college.
But this is the NFL.
Sure. He knows the game, though. No. Was Sean McVay a top tier quarterback in the pros or whatever? Like, was he top tier?
All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this, March.
Sure.
If Sean McVay was fired right now, how many teams would be calling his number right now? Try to get him on their team.
31.
If Kellen Moore was fired right now, how many teams would be calling his phone?
0.
I heard that Kellen Moore was related or has a close relationship with somebody on the staff. Man, maybe that's why we got him. But we need a mobile quarterback coach for Dak Prescott.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So how many more Sean McVays you looking for, my guy?
No. I just want a mobile quarterback coach to help our mobile quarterback.
A mobile quarterback. So when they looking in the coach catalog, do they have a damn situation that sorts it as mobile quarterback coach?
No, they don't.
I don't want a mobile quarterback coach. I think Kellen Moore is the right kind of quarterback coach for Dak Prescott. If you think about what Dak Prescott is lacking as a quarterback, I think Kellen Moore was good at those kind of things. I think Kellen Moore was one of the smarter players in the league. I think Kellen Moore is a top-tier player from the neck up. Kellen Moore didn't succeed in the league because he didn't have size and arm talent. So if you want to teach Dak anything from a quarterback coach, teach him stuff from the neck up, and I think Kellen Moore was good at that. I mean, somebody in the chat box say Mike Vick has a quarterback coach. What is Mike Vick going to teach Dak Prescott? And if we got to dig all the way to quarterback coach, I think we skipping a lot of things to get there. We're skipping a lot of spots.
I think we're good everywhere else. I'm not like the other Cowboys fans. Jason Garrett's won the division. Scott Linehan's is all right. I mean, Chris Richard and Rob Marinelli doing their thing. Rob Marinelli, I like him because he develops the D-line. I don't know how much he helps out the back end, but we got Chris Richards for that.
All right, fam. I'm going to go ahead and get y'all the phone, man. Appreciate it. He wants a mobile quarterback coach. Okay. I'm with you, famo. I'm with you. Yeah, that's kind of rough, dog. I don't really have a problem with Kellen Moore. I think there's a lot of things that we can address before we start pointing the finger at quarterback coach. 919, who this?
Hey, what's up, Voch? I'm Big D for life in the chat.
Big D for life. What's cracking, man? What you got for the show?
I'm feeling good, man. I just want to let you or kind of share that I'm old school in the way I think.
Sure.
And I'm used to teams having, and I don't want to make people think I'm like Jason Garrett, but I'm used to teams going through a process to get to be great. And
sure.
Thinking about the 90s Cowboys, they were 7-9, 11-5, boom, we won a Super Bowl. They didn't start off, as a championship team. Same thing in the 80s.
You know what,
Big D? The 84,
you know what?
The 85 Bears, they lost to the 49ers. the '86 Giants. They lost the year before. So what I'm getting at is, where were the Rams at this time last year? They were in the same position as us.
Sure.
And what they do, they went out, they got what they needed. They got what that beast left tackle they had playing tonight.
Sure.
They got a corner. They got another wide receiver. We're close. And if you look where we started, how we played after week 8, week 9, when we got Amari Cooper, I feel good. And I'm proud of him. And I've been real critical of Dak all year long. And I think we should be able to be critical, but that don't mean I want to fire him or don't think he could be the quarterback. But hey, if the guys don't perform, we should be able to say it. So tonight, defense didn't perform, so I'm gonna put it on the defense tonight. That's really all I got.
I think this is a very well thought out, a very rational, very logical call. What it is that the league has become so microwave that they think you can fix problems with a flashy offensive coach and a young quarterback. They think that's the way, and it works for a few people. Shouts out to Pat Mahomes and them. It works. Shouts out to Jared Goff and Sean McVay. It works, but it don't work like that all the time.
We all can't get instant gratification.
It don't work. It don't work like that all the time. Look, you an old Cowboys fan. Everybody talking about how it used to be as an old Cowboys fan. Troy Aikman was pretty garbage his first 3 years. Honestly,
terrible. Steve Walsh took his place.
To be fair, I think Cowboys forget how absolutely trash Troy Aikman was in his first 3 years, and Dak Prescott in his first 3 years way better than Troy Aikman in his first 3. So I absolutely believe that you got to develop players. You got to develop. You know, people want to touch on us having a young team. We absolutely do have a young team, and they will grow into a better team. This was a great call, Big D. I sure do appreciate you.
Hey, can I add one more thing before I go?
Absolutely.
And
absolutely, sir.
I don't know if you see the same thing as me. Man, to me, especially that left side of the offensive line.
Sure.
And I know we got quick, fast defensive ends, but man, that offensive line looked behemoth to me compared to our defensive linemen. I'm not saying we need to go get another defensive lineman. That's how it looked tonight to me, and that's really the first time I have felt like that all year.
To be
so
fair,
that's all I got. Appreciate you taking my call, man.
To be fair, we're worth a big old boy, man. That's a big old boy. Talking about the left tackle.
He is.
All right, appreciate it,
yep,
Big D.
He's all right, man.
Yeah. Whitworth a big old boy, man. That's a big old fella, man. Ma, what up?
What's going on, man? It's Money Maker Ma. Hey, Voch, I just want to say one thing, man.
What's that?
Thanks to you for dealing with all these crazies tonight, man. 'Cause you got a lot of fans that's just calling up here to just watch ESPN highlights and just don't really watch the game, man. Guys that don't know what hat on a hat is, they just saying anything, bro.
I am incredibly patient, Moneymaker Ma, and I think I would be doing the fan base a disservice if I was emotional. I think a lot of clicks generate from people screaming or doing reaction videos. If you look at the EDP fella, shouts out to him and no shade to him, but he got a lot of views simply from cussing people out and being irrational and being emotional. I'm not necessarily that guy. I drive my thing on integrity and knowledge. I would be a hypocrite if I hopped on this thing lacking integrity and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man. I just can't be emotional right now. I'm trying to talk people through things.
Yeah, man, but I'm going to speak on a little bit of Chris Rashad because I definitely saw some things, a few problems, I'm going to say.
Sure.
But I'm going to say right now, I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched the first 3 quarters because I had to leave out the fourth to go to work. But what I was seeing and what I was kind of getting tired of from Chris was, like, when he's blitzing or, like, for instance, when he's blitzing Jalen, because Jalen blitzes a lot, like, it's almost a little bit too noticeable. I feel like he could like bluff a little bit more with it,
sure,
like stuff like that. Like, just not let it be so noticeable.
Sometimes we bluff the blitz when we're driving back in coverage. I think the kind of guy Rashad is, I think he just want his guys in place. You know what I mean? So if they do walk up on the line, yeah, they know we're blitzing, but he would rather them blitz and travel 6 yards than to blitz and travel 10. You see what I mean?
Right.
Because the ball coming out so fast. You know what I mean? Well, in the league nowadays, the ball comes out so fast. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of makes sense in that way that you really want to if they're gonna get rid of the ball fast, you want to process your blitz fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And something one of your other callers was saying about like the Rams, like their last year's success, like it makes sense. Like, and we young as hell. Like, look at the Rams last year. Mm-hmm. They didn't just go straight to where they are. Like, they got knocked off and they licked their wounds and they got back here. And you see what they doing now. Like, we gonna be all right. We young. Like, I was looking at some stat somebody was talking about on TV. Like, we're the youngest team to like ever get this far. So like the fact that we got here, like, that's great. Absolutely. That is great by like everything. That is amazing. Yeah. Like, we can't just poof and just just be there. Just shit can't just happen that fast.
Yeah. And we ain't even saying it as like it's an excuse or that we happy that we losing, but I'm just not gonna come on this channel and say that my team trash. Especially when they played well, they fought hard, they improved, they turned the damn season around. I think 10-6 is a successful season with a playoff run, with a playoff win and playoff run, even better.
And ever since we got Dak and Zeke from the draft, I mean, every year we've got better. Besides, Zeke having to deal with what he had to deal with last year, we have done nothing but got better every year. We it's just a matter of time.
Absolutely. Appreciate it,
but another thing too.
Go ahead.
What I would like to see, I would like to get a better returner, like as far as like our kick return. I'm tired of seeing Dion Lewis back there getting these kick returns. I gotta hold my breath every time he gets the ball.
Tavon never really was kick return guy. He's punt return guy, but the Rams never. I mean, they only punt the ball one time, I think. So sure, I think we're gonna address that. I think in the draft we're gonna get one of these quick shifty guys that can come in and do some things.
And then the draft, I hope. Or maybe even free agency, however off-season rolls, we get a better second running back, because it's about that time for Rod. It was nice knowing you. He had he did what he could, but I feel like we got to get somebody else in there for when Zeke is not in there.
I feel you on that, but I ain't necessarily trying to spend big draft capital on a back.
Yeah, just somebody could give us a little bit of juice.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man.
All
right. Salute the money making mall. Got a platinum guy call in. Corey, the Cowboy fan. What's up? Pardon me. My bad. I'm disrespectful. Cowboy fan Corey. I apologize. Okay, there you go. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's that?
First of all, I want to say salute for all the excellent Cowboy coverage, because you are one of the few logical cats on here.
Thank you,
sir. Yeah, no doubt. Now, my main issue is with the Scott Linehan play calling, bro. I think his time is up and down.
I agree.
I really think it's time for him to go, because he doesn't cater the offense to Dak's strength. You do not see enough Dak on the move throwing the ball, which is his strength. We don't play into his strength enough. You look at how other young quarterbacks their offenses are molded towards their strengths.
Watson and Mariota and Allen. Sure, I got you.
Huh? Say it again?
No. Like you was talking about young quarterbacks being molded to their offense or whatever. And I was saying how Josh Allen is a runner, or how Deshaun Watson uses his feet or whatever. Yeah, I got you.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like it's taboo, and in Cowboy, just because we've mostly had pocket passes. I mean, you got to break the mold, man. Like, let him do him. That's my only issue with this offense, man. You got to let that man do him. I get frustrated watching that offense, bro.
I'm not necessarily sold that Linehan is keeping Dak from running though. Maybe it's a Dak thing. Dak has said that Linehan give him about 3 plays and just let him pick. I don't know. Maybe Dak just ain't running. I don't know. I wish I can ask. You know what I mean? And that's kind of that's look. Hey, Pete, this out. That's kind of where I'm holding y'all back because I'm kind of young in the game now. But if I was the plug for real, I had Dak number and I'd text him. I say, fam, why are we not running? You know what I'm saying? I'm just not there yet. Yeah. I'm just not there yet. Maybe in 3 years in this YouTube channel, I have Dak number and I'll call him and ask him. But I don't know. But I doubt. This is what I seriously doubt. Because I've been a part of game plans before. I've been around offensive geniuses before. I have never heard anybody say, this is what our quarterback is good at. I don't want him to do it. I've never seen that. Never in my life. Everything is done for a reason. Everything is to get better in the offense or to have a weapon. Now, if we're not running Dak because we don't want them to put a spy out for Dak, so when he does run, it is wide open. Cool. Jared Goff just won a game because we didn't have a spy on him and he ran for the first down. You know what I'm saying? So
Sam, what was he looking at, bro? What the fuck was he looking at?
I mean, he was getting blocked. He was covering. I don't know what Jeffy. I watched the film, but I was watching with fan eyes, but I don't know what the hell Jeffy. I don't know. I was like, ain't nobody gonna hit him. I was like, ain't nobody gonna get off. They receiver to go hit him.
Man, hey, look, man, I'm looking at he watched this man run, bro. I said, God damn it, game over.
Corey, he look, and I don't want to be funny, dog. This ain't the time to be funny. I think Heath was covering the tight end. I don't have a problem with that, but the tight end got to the sideline and stopped running.
Right.
And Heath put his hand on that tight end's shoulder, and Heath stopped running with his ass. This the problem here, though, Corey. This is my biggest problem. When Jared Goff crossed the line of scrimmage, Heath kept his ass. He kept his ass on that damn tight end, and I don't know what Heath was looking at.
Hey, bro, we gotta laugh, man.
Corey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I don't want y'all to think I'm just on this damn camera holding it together, just all composed, and that I don't feel no emotion. I was cussing Jeff Heath smooth out too.
Hey, listen, bro.
I was cussing Jeff Heath smooth out. What is you holding Tyler Higbee for?
Oh my God, man. Hey, listen, Cowboy Nation, don't get mad at us, man.
Let me go to Game Pass. Let me go to Game Pass.
Look, this is our way of getting the stress off, bro.
Let me go on Game Pass, because if they got the game up, I'm going straight to the last play of the game to see what the hell Jeff Heath was doing. I want to see what the hell Jeff Heath was doing. I'm with you, fam. That's all you got, though, Corey?
Huh?
That's all you got, bro?
That's it, bro.
Appreciate it,
man.
Have
a good one, man.
Thanks for the call, Corey. Boy, Corey made a great point. Boy, what the hell was Jeff Heath looking at? Oh, I was going to let it slide. 347. What's happening? Who this? All right, 347. I got a lot of callers. And you sleep. Time out. I'm going to the Game Pass, right? I'm going to the Game Pass, and I'm going straight to the last play. I want to see if they got it up here. I'm going to mute this thing, and I'm going straight to the last play just to see where Jeff Heath antennas was. Not saying that this game is Jeff Heath's fault. Not saying we lost because of Jeff Heath. It was a lot of plays that culminated to result that ended up in the result that we ended up having. I would definitely like to know what Jeff Heath was doing on the last play. That's all I'm going back to see. 319, who this?
Hey, Voch, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's happening?
Hey, man, I'm a New York Giants and an Oakland Raiders fan. I just called a quick question before I talk about the Cowboys game, if you don't mind. I've been following you for the past couple of years because of your great draft and scouting content.
Appreciate it.
Just for future videos, are we allowed to talk about other teams?
You say, have I thought about doing content on
No,
somebody else?
No, I apologize. I mean, for people like me, I've watched your videos for the past couple of years because you do great draft videos.
Sure.
Now, I'll give you my thoughts on the game real quick and get out of here. But before I do that, I just want to know for future videos, are we allowed to call in on other content, or do we have to be Cowboys fans strictly?
No. Like I only do Cowboy videos and Cowboy seasons because that's where the views are. But once it's not Cowboy season anymore, then we go into pure draft season at that point. So my next live show will be a draft show. So if you're a Giants fan and you want to call in and talk about Dwayne Haskins, then we can call in and talk about Dwayne Haskins.
Right, I appreciate it. Well, yeah, I'm also a Raiders fan. It goes back to family. But real quick, as you've already heard from most of your viewers tonight, you guys played a great game. And like I said, being a Giants fan as well, it brings me a great hung sis. But I respect the Cowboys. And, last year I even said this to a bunch of my family friends who are Cowboys fans. You guys are a great young team, as you already know. And last year, truthfully, not being arrogant, not trying to talk crap, I truly thought you guys just needed to get rid of Garrett, like most Cowboys fans say, and just get a better coach. But after tonight, I just can't say that. Like I said, I agree with you. I think Garrett is by far not the problem. You guys got a great young team, and you guys, again, as a Giants fan, hates me to say this, but you guys are going to be a major threat in this division for years to come, I believe. So my biggest thing is, I just kind of wanted to give you props. Like I said, I've been on hold for the past couple hours as you've been getting other calls. So I just want to give you guys props and say, as much as I don't like the Cowboys, it's mainly because, as you said, 60-80%, just kind of the arrogant, fans. Because, like I said, that's my biggest reason for not liking them. Every year, whether you guys have been good or not, they just kind of come to me and they talk down about my teams. Now I know right now my Giants and Raiders are trash, but I think you get my point, man.
Well, I don't necessarily think Cowboys fans are arrogant. I don't think we're more arrogant than any other team. I just think people don't like the Cowboys. Have you seen the Eagles fans lately?
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
Eagles fans get pretty spicy. I didn't know Rams fans were trash until this game. You know what I mean? The only fans I've really not had a problem with is Jaguars fans, Browns fans. I think Seattle fans were pretty cool too, but. That's just football, man. I just think people don't like the Cowboys because it's the cool thing to not like the Cowboys. That's all.
Well, no, I hear you. Because, like I said, I've followed you for the past couple of years because, despite your great draft content and all that, you're a really classy fan and respectable. I'm just talking about, unfortunately, the people I know. Because, like you said, I'm being a Giants fan. I know a few Philly fans, and they're just, for some reason, violent. If you're not liking their team, you just don't go there.
Oh, man, y'all going to want to fire Jeff Heath after y'all see this play. Oh, y'all going to want to fire Jeff Heath after y'all see this play. Oh.
Hey, Voch, I'll let you go, man. Thanks for taking my call, and take care, man.
All right, fam. Oh, y'all going to want to smoke Jeff Heath after y'all see. Oh. I was wrong. Jeff Heath wasn't holding it. Jeff Heath was in the box, unblocked. Oh, y'all gonna hate Jeff Heath for this. Oh. I'm not gonna show it on my channel because the NFL Illuminati like to shut down people's stuff, and I ain't got time for them to be fooling my money. Ooh, Jeff Heath on that last play. Ooh. Well, if the game already on YouTube, y'all go find Jared Goff's last scramble and find Jeff Heath. He's in the box, lost. Voch must not like Simmons. Come on now, he's the best defensive tackle in the draft. I like Simmons, but he's not the best defensive tackle in the draft. You bugging, fam. Somebody said draw on a piece of paper. I wouldn't do my paper like that. Let's do this. Let's get some guys that's been waiting forever. 971, who this?
Hey, what up?
What's up, bro? What you got for the show?
Oh, man, it's the same old thing, man, since 2016.
That wasn't that long ago.
The same way.
That wasn't that wasn't that long ago.
I feel the same way.
2016 wasn't that long ago.
I did.
2016 was a great season.
Look, man,
we didn't even win a playoff game in 2016. What are you saying?
Look, I feel the same way, and I still feel that we are living in the past, and we need to find a way to move forward.
In what way?
Keep Garrett. We need to figure out. Okay, all right. Now, if we can get somebody from Seattle or Carolina offense that can come in and coach that, because we ain't gonna get rid of this read option, and we need to make a change. We living in the past. We need to learn how to move forward, and we done learned from 2016 to now, and everybody know we got out-coached. Now,
did we get out-coached, or they just blocked A-gap and the Mike linebacker?
Yeah, I keep telling everybody. Now, Scott Linehan, he had he's with Detroit. He had
Kellen Moore.
He had that
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, and he had Megatron, and he had a good running game.
Sure.
Okay, all right.
Well, you talking
came
about Matt
to
Stafford?
Dallas.
You talking about Matt Stafford at that point? Okay, I got
you. Yeah. It didn't. I'm sorry.
Matt
It didn't work out there.
Gotcha.
So now he came here. Is that the same offense he brought from Detroit?
Not really, because we don't have a Calvin Johnson, but it's kind of different. You know, they did a lot more vertical stuff in Detroit. I mean, because they got Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson. So nah, we don't necessarily run the same play.
We just keep getting out-coached, and no matter how you look at it, we keep getting out-coached. What I mean by this guy only had 2 years. Now, I'm talking about the Rams coach. He had 2 or 3 years. I don't know who he was under before he came to the Rams.
He was with the Redskins, and we was beating the shot at them.
Redskins who came over, and so now he doing all that misdirection like you were saying.
Let me ask you a question. Did Chris Richard get out-coached too?
I don't think he did, because Chris. I don't know, because okay.
Did Chris Richard? No, you gonna talk to me. You gonna talk? Did Chris Richard get out, coach?
No, Chris Richard gave them what they needed. Okay, they was killing us underneath with Woods. Now, we're gonna give you that. Okay, now understand that. Now, if they play the linebackers up to the line though, and creep them up to the line, then you got a chance to stop the run. But they setting back. And now they're getting played. They're getting played by the play action. So now you're killing us on the run. You see, okay. Now how you move forward now? How do you move forward getting better? Do your coaches, or when you go to the draft say, hey, I need to give me 2 linebackers. Two defensive tackles. We need to get young up front. Okay, Woods is cool and everything. And 51 is cool and everything, but we are still in the same predicament.
You say we need to get young up front?
We need to get young up front. You got Lawrence and you got Gregory you got Armstrong coming back.
What are you drinking, man?
I'm drinking Christian Brothers, and what you're drinking your Christian Brothers, I'm drinking Diet Coke.
We are young up front. What are you saying?
No, I'm not, man. Look.
I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Now, look. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, was Woods gas?
He was pretty gas.
And 51 was gas.
Sure. You want to know why? You want to know why?
Collins had a messed up. Collins had a messed up ankle.
Because they moved him. They were able to move him. They just blocked well. They just blocked us up front.
Okay. Now this is where I'm going in the draft. Now, Okay, you get that service. I'm still keeping Rico. Because I'm gonna still develop Rico. He still need to be taken under wings. And then you that first step for that first and that third, that second and that third pick, the second pick you grab you a safety. No matter what, goddamn it, you get you a safety. The third, fourth, and fifth, you work on your defensive line, and that's and you got to. I'm sorry, man.
So you're not going to address your offensive line and get them better?
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and hang up on you.
You got pieces there, though. You got pieces there. But see, where I'm going with this is, look, okay. How do you address the defense again? Because you get gassed. You can't keep getting gassed up the middle like that anymore. I mean, you threw me off though with that question though. I got a question. How many years has Jason been coaching the Cowboys?
1,000.
And how many years has Scott Leonard has been coaching?
I don't know. Since Jason Garrett been coaching, I guess. I don't know. Since he stopped calling plays, I guess. I don't know.
And you put those years together, you have at least 15 to 16 years between the two of them, right?
Nah, you don't. Years don't work like that. Years don't work in that way.
My eyes, man, my eyes. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, though. Look, man.
Why don't you want to blame Chris Richard though? Because that's interesting to me. Like,
no, you don't. You don't bring Chris Richard because he bring the motivation to the team. He bring the out of.
Appreciate it, Famo. I couldn't do it, my guy. 347. What's happening? Who this?
Yeah, 347. How are you, Voch? I love the channel. I just want to make a couple points, and I'm going to throw a question at you.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
One of a caller we just had earlier was talking about why we don't call plays or coach Dak to be more mobile.
Sure.
I don't remember Randall Cunningham winning a championship or Mike Vick or Fran Tarkenton.
Sure.
Or any of those guys. I know pocket passers win championships.
Yeah.
And, when it breaks down and you got to move, then you move.
Sure.
But I don't think that's a game plan. You don't strategize for that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Secondly, you had this guy talking about the 85 Bears and the 86 Giants. Teams don't stay together that long anymore. I mean, Lawrence Taylor was a Giant. Mike Singletary was a Bear. Those guys didn't move. We lose players so quick.
Yeah.
These days, it's like the window is so short,
sure,
and it's so small.
Yeah.
And my question to you is, they threw this guy Anderson at us. How come they didn't make any changes to stop it? It's like they gave us a whole new look on offense, the Rams, and we did jack shit.
So I'm pointing.
To come out after the half and have an answer, but they didn't.
So when I say Chris Richard's name, that's mostly me trying to get people to think a little better. I don't necessarily blame Chris Richard. I'm only using that as a talking point to get to their problem with coaching or whatever. But I think whenever you move the A-gap and block the Mike linebacker, you run the ball effectively.
Yeah, I watch your tape, and you're right.
And
it doesn't seem like we didn't answer it. We didn't. Nothing changed.
My man got blocked. Now with offense, you can do a lot of schemey stuff, right? But defense really relies on the talent of the players more than anything. We're one of the better defense in the league, but we don't do anything technical or intricate. It's just talent.
It's just power.
Talent matters on defense.
Skill.
So
right.
If we had better A-gap play, then we'll be better. But we didn't have better A-gap play. Maybe David Irvin let us down this game. Who knows?
But so why didn't they? They could have beat us with Gurley then.
I think they ended up getting it. They ended up getting it going with Gurley. They did. But C.J. Anderson, hey, he did his thing. I ain't mad at him. C.J. Anderson just ran all over us. But what nothing we can do about that. But is what it is.
Good work.
Thank you, sir. We got plenty of film coming in, y'all. Coming in this week. Just because we lost don't mean I ain't dropping film. There's gonna be plenty of it. So y'all stay tuned. 954. Who this?
Bots, what's good, bro?
What's happening?
Man, I've been waiting for a long time to get my thoughts across, bro.
I apologize, man. This is a hot game, man. Everybody want a piece, but go ahead.
Yeah, I understand. I'm new to the game anyway.
Gotcha,
I just want to say I love your content, man. Don't stop it. Keep it going because people like me, we eat it up.
Appreciate it, my guy.
What I want to say first and foremost, Linehan, man. I mean, people say what they want, but if you look at his record, he's never been a winner, man. If you look at his win percentage over his lifetime, it's not over 50%. No matter where he's been, it's bad. And every time we lose, I feel like he has a hand in it. Whether it's 4th and 1 and you running at arguably two of the best interior linemen in the game with a rookie and a second stringer leading the way, that just killed me. So I think we need to change the offense. I don't know if we necessarily got to get rid of them, but we need to tweak it. I mean, you look at Carolina, you look at Seattle. Dak is an athletic quarterback. He's not going to be a pure pocket passer. I don't know if they're trying to force it on him, but I just feel like that's not it.
I don't think Linehan going to be here next year. That's just my guess or whatever.
I'm hoping. I really don't have a problem with Jason Garrett because he's not calling the plays anymore. I feel like he's just he's going to be one of those old-time motivator type coaches.
Sure.
His hands is not really on the game anymore. He's just making decisions. But we got to tweak this offense, man. It's so basic. If you look at the Rams, our defense was off balance the whole game, and it was because of all of the pre-snap motions, the jet motions, they literally preyed on our linebackers false stepping and then taking advantage off of that all night long. And C.J. Anderson been killing us since he was in. Do you remember that Denver game? Oh, my God.
I do.
But basically, all my point was we got to change this offense. Defensively, we're going to be there. We one or two more players away. We need a legit D tackle that's not just a pass rusher. I know Collins was hurt. I feel like if he was healthy, we would have had a better performance. He couldn't really play on that ankle, man. But I'm optimistic. We're a couple players away. We need to get one of them tight ends from Alabama that can block and catch.
Sure.
And Rico, I'm sorry, man. I think it's his time, man. He literally had a opportunity to catch the ball and didn't even look at him. Was looking upfield like he's not 6'6", 200 and some odd pounds. Like he's worried about getting hit still at his size. So
yeah, I just think I think Jarwin's kind of figuring it out, and when we how Lance Lenore makes all the plays at practice and he gets all the hype, but
he had a hell of a preseason too, man, and he just disappeared.
But when we call up on him, I guess I don't know, but I don't know. That's just me guessing. I don't really know. I'm not at practice. If I was at practice and I was the plug like that, I'll know, but I don't know.
And then one more thing before I go, they just to go back on coaching, we really got out-coached because we got schemed so bad. DeMarcus Lawrence was literally getting trapped and wham blocked all night long. They were literally letting him rush upfield, and there was a pulling guard to pick him up, a tight end, somebody. He literally got schemed the whole night. And Randy Gregory, when you look at the film, Randy Gregory is on the grass a lot.
So you gonna be
the should be more of a situational pass rusher instead of him being out there full time like that. I don't think he's ready for that workload.
Randy can play the run. Randy can play. Whitworth a big old boy. That's all I say. Whitworth.
Maybe that matchup was.
Whitworth a big old boy. And then honestly, to be fair, if we was in more pass rushing situations, you would see Randy beat Whitworth a little bit because he's big, but he doesn't have great feet. But the Rams just didn't pass the ball a whole bunch, so it is what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like we should have blitzed more. It was some points in the game where it's okay, defense, clearly the base. We're not getting no movement. We got to create some pressure. We got to get a little desperate, and I just thought it never happened.
I got you, fam.
But that's all I want to say.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call. Law Nation, what's happening, man?
What's good, man? Nothing much, man. A loss is a loss, right? Now we got to go back like a boss. Look back at everything and see what we can improve on for next year. Evaluate this, though.
Talking these good folk off the ledge, man. You know me, man. I'm the... I'm the coach brain that really don't get upset. And people are like, Voch, why you not upset with us? I'm like,
Let me ask you this: what did Jared Goff do better than Dak Prescott in this game?
He didn't. Dak was a better quarterback tonight, but we couldn't run we couldn't stop the run. So if they can run the ball all night, Jared ain't have to do nothing because we couldn't stop them from running. So
couldn't stop them. We couldn't play our style of football.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But we talk about scheme.
Law, let me ask you a question, man.
Go talk to me, fam. Talk to me.
Are you gonna be the first one on this channel to say something bad about Chris Richard, man? Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word about Chris Richard. Now, we've been saying Linehan all day.
Right.
We gave up 250 rushing yards tonight, and I ain't heard nobody say Chris or Rashad yet. I just want to hear what y'all got to say.
Chris Richard is the passing game coordinator.
He's the defensive coordinator. Now. He calls all the plays. We know what's going on over here. Rod Marinelli is the name, but we know Chris Richard turned the gears around there. Are you going to be the first one to say something bad about Chris?
Man, let me tell you about this right here, man, with this defense. We got punched in the mouths, man. Sure. Nobody saw 200 yards coming from the Rams. And trust me, the scheme, Voch, we still played our style of football. Guess what? Mm-hmm. There's no other team that fly out to the ball and chase out to the ball better than the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. Right or wrong?
Sure, you're right.
I mean, we did our side of the ball, but we wasn't ready. One can argue and say, well, Chris Richard didn't have us ready, or the good defensive front didn't have us ready. The linebackers coach didn't have us ready. But man, I'm telling you right now, we cannot win in the National Football League like that. They didn't run the ball towards D-Law way.
You did not say nothing bad about Chris Richard. Y'all motherfuckers make me sick.
How can I say something bad about Chris Richard at this point? Hey, who's our linebacker coach?
Why you looking at the linebackers coach? But you ain't saying
why would you experiment right now with the linebackers, man?
We not boy, you funny. Oh, Lord, you funny. Boy, Lord, you ain't no good. You just like the rest of them. Wait a minute.
Hey, the whole defense, man, get the share of the blame, though. You know, they get their share of the blame, whether it being out coaching. But C.J. Anderson with the belly, with the jelly running up the left side of the field. Come on, man.
Do you think Chris Richard screaming at Van Der Esch on the sideline helped?
It didn't at that point. But at least I saw a little fire. But yeah, it didn't help at all, though.
So Law, why won't this fan base? Why won't these fans say something bad about y'all beloved Chris Richard? I don't hate Chris Richard. I don't really necessarily think he's the issue here. But y'all not allowed to come on my show and say the word scheme and not say the word Chris Richard. Because every time something bad happened on offense, we look at Linehan.
Well, let's look at the X's and O's on this thing. How can we play it better on the defensive side of the ball?
I don't have a problem with the scheme on defense. I like a simple scheme because when it's simple, guys run faster. You know what I mean? So I like Rob Ryan had a very complicated scheme in Dallas, and we had a lot of 12 men on the field, a lot of guys out of place because it was complicated. Keep things simple and let guys run. We just got handled.
Well, let me tell you what we got, and this is what I can point at on Chris Richard, and I got to wait till that all 22 point.
I want you to say something nasty about Chris Richard, but go ahead.
Get out of that damn. I'm sorry, I'm going to cuss tonight, guys.
Go ahead.
Get out of that damn nickel and put in your base formation defense.
But you can't do that because they was able to run the ball with 4 receivers, so you can't get out of nickel, Law.
2 tears in the bucket. Let them prove it to me before we fuck it, because that's what I have to look at, man.
They have 4 receivers, and you know what? The second they slot receiver end up on Damian Wilson, Will's gonna go, how the hell this happened? How the hell this happened? That's what's gonna happen, Law.
Do we let them dictate us, or do we dictate them?
On defense, we do what we do best. Line up, we move people, and we run to the ball. We didn't move people. Oh, time out, Law. My wife just dropped 5 in the super chat. Time out. She's way more important to you. Time out. Nene Russell dropped $5 in the super chat. She says, not gonna lie, when C.J. Anderson went and sat on our bench next to Connor and Tyron, just took a piece of my soul. I was so mad. I didn't know C.J. Anderson sat on our sideline. When that happened?
Went and sat down. That's it. Sat. Like old folks say, sat.
Sat down. Hey, sat down? Oh no, I'd have smacked him. We gonna lose
and stayed there for a while.
Yo, Law, we gonna lose anyway. I'd have smacked him. I'd got to a fight with that boy.
All I can think about was the Denver Broncos. CJ had a Denver Broncos game against us.
Law, it's two things you got to do to run the zone effectively, and if you've been watching my show, you know what that is. What are those two things, Law?
Oh man!
Time out, Nene. Time out, Nene in the chat box right now. Nene, tell Law Nation the two things you got to do to effectively run run the ball in this daggum zone offense, and they were able to do those two things. They were able to do those two things, Law. Whenever it pop up, Nene gonna tell you because she you know what I'm saying, she got the juice, she got the sauce up in here. Law, we didn't do those two things, and they were able to run the ball all day on us, and we didn't fix those two things,
bruh.
We didn't fix it.
They motion. They move.
Look at Nene. Look at Nene. Law, look at that. Janiqua Russell. Look at that.
And then she got a hashtag with
That's what it is. Law. They blocked Antoine Woods all day. And that allowed them to get to Jalen. Jalen got tackles, but it was after 3 yards. After 4 or 5 yards.
Man, it was medieval.
It wasn't nothing they could do. You know, and I'm not even blaming Chris Richard. I'm just testing people's gumption. You want to talk about old folks and their words? I'm just testing folk gumption real fast. You know what I'm saying? If your one tech getting moved, there's no scheme adjustments you can make. There's nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying?
They trickulated this thing, man. It hurts because it's demoralizing. It hurts.
Law, I ain't even here to say Antoine Woods is trash because he's been playing well all year. He just got moved tonight. He got moved. That's it.
Send that big boy on her.
Shit, man. David Irvin let us down tonight, man. He sure did. Kick him off the team. If David Irvin ain't here when we needed him, kick him off. Get him out.
That David Irvin would have stopped up all that because he had that length, that range. You can try to skip back over there.
And he fat
that
now,
long arm, baby, he would have got there.
David Irvin fat now too, Law. So you know he took up a little space in there.
CJ too, so they could have had some jelly belly stops around this thing.
Boy, CJ. Look, I understand that they just signed CJ yesterday and he was out of shape. CJ got 300-yard games in 3 games and he been big as a house the whole time. I don't get it.
I said, is that lazy?
I don't get it, but it is what it is, man. You know,
we got on the phone, man. I know somebody ready to call in, huh?
Man, we got 1,000 people on this phone.
Wow,
it's hot, man. They ain't want to call in. We was winning, but it's all good.
I had some Rams fans with all that energy talking about, I told you we are designed to stop the run. Cowboys can't run on us. I said, well, hold on.
Law. Let me tell you something. I got on Twitter and said this. If you wasn't talking crazy Friday, and if you wasn't talking crazy at 2:00 on Saturday, don't talk crazy at 10:30 on Saturday, dog. I ain't trying to hear that. Man.
Oh wow, yeah, I should have said that.
Don't wait on the result to talk crazy. Voch talk crazy all week, especially if I believe it. Don't show up now. Don't show. Oh, I'm gonna talk to Voch. No, get out of here. 330. Who this?
This is Dwight.
What up, Dwight? What you got for the show?
Yeah, how you doing, man? I like how you doing your show and Law too.
I appreciate
it. What I was calling about, man. How come we didn't use Tavon Austin as a punt returner, kickoff returner?
We only punted the ball one time, and they only punted the ball one time. Sorry, and Tavon's not really a punt returner. I don't know why Tavon's not a punt returner. I don't know. Maybe it's a.
You talking about kickoff.
Yeah, pardon me. Kick return. Tavon's not normally kick return guy. Maybe it's a different type of thing they're looking for. I don't know. Maybe they didn't expect us to have kick returns. You know, normally kick returns go out the back of the end zone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Tavon's normally not kick return guy, and they only punted once.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm the only one that saw that when Dak was rolling to the side and almost got sack, but didn't nobody really touch him. Just our man held him up.
Yeah, man.
I hate that play, boy.
What's going on with that?
They talk to the head of officiating, Mike Pereira or whatever. They asked him, and Mike was like, "Shit, fam, I don't even know, dog. I don't even know what happened on that day."
I've been watching football ever since the '70s. I never seen nothing like that. I don't.
Man, me neither.
I don't get it.
Me neither. You older than me, but me neither. I don't get it. Yeah.
I'm 52 years old. I've never seen some of the stuff that I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I feel.
That's why I don't compare. That's why I don't compare quarterbacks. And they say this quarterback is better than this quarterback.
Sure.
I watched Roger Staubach and them play. Fran Tarkenton.
Sure.
All them guys got hit.
Sure.
So I can't compare. I don't like comparing errors. But back then they got hit. They played ball. They was more durable. Dak is durable. Dak can take a hit. I like that.
And you know
He's
what?
My quarterback.
I had this conversation with old people all the time, man.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Modern medicine, listen, modern medicine is so different. If Jalen Smith hit one of them running backs in the 60s or the 70s, pardon me, if Jalen Smith hit a running back in the 70s, it wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be sweet.
No, Jalen's a hitter. He could play back.
I'm not sold on the notion that the 70s was tougher. Because if you drop Tyron Smith off in the 70s, they're gonna think he a damn alien. Offensive lineman was fat and had bad feet and had bad footwork back in the day. Tyron Smith would be an alien in the 70s.
Oh yeah, he would have been tough back in the day. I could take certain players of this era here and put them back. They would have survived. They would have survived.
Okay, right. I got you. I was
yeah.
I was getting defensive, man. You know I'm kind of young, man. I was getting defensive.
Right.
But appreciate it,
Dwight.
Dwight.
It's all right.
Appreciate it, Dwight.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Thanks.
Right.
Ooh. Good call.
Boy, Lord Nation, I get into it with old people all the time, boy. If you drop David Irvin off in the 70s, they wouldn't know what the hell to do with David Irvin. I like Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones is a legend.
But look up his measurements, huh?
But man, Aaron Donald is different.
Oh yeah,
they wouldn't allow Aaron Donald to play football in the damn 70s. They wouldn't know what to do with him. they wouldn't know. But I don't know. Anyway, let me move on, man. Did you have something you wanted to say, Law?
Man, all I can say is, man. I know you already talked about what the draft needs are. Did you talk about it already?
I don't want to talk about the draft, man. I got all offseason to talk about the draft. Cowboys fans, they want a free safety today. They tied to Jeff Heath. I'm trying to build my offensive line and the depth on my D line. I ain't necessarily trying to go get a safety right now.
So depth on D line, defensive tackle, somebody interior, right? 1 or 3.
Sure. Now, if I can find a dope free safety in the 4th, like I found a dope strong safety in the 5th round or whatever, I'll take a late safety, but I'm trying to get my O line right so my quarterback can be the best he could be. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at.
Well, Voch, man, it is what it is at this point, man. Dak played gangster, man. I looked at his game. He started off slow, but he picked it up. And then on top of that, I just wish that we got Ezekiel Elliott a little bit more involved as far as like getting him out to the edge and things like that. And Jarwin, that's the bright spot, guys. Jarwin played up, man. He didn't practice all week, and he played up. What do you feel about that?
Blake Jarwin, yeah, he I think he's developing into the guy that we're looking for. You know, like I think it takes a while for tight ends to, you know, develop or whatever. And I think it's unfair to want these brand new tight ends to walk in and be Jason Witten day one. You know, Swain, Schultz, and Jarwin, they all relatively still young and new guys. Rico, I don't know if we're gonna be in next year, but I think by next year, I think John gonna be fine. John be good to go.
An 85 flash for me on the blocking scheme, just on a little bit, and then off of that play that he was able to corral the ball and keep his feet in.
He had a good catch, yeah, but I ain't necessarily. Man, look, man, Michael Gallup, dog, boy, my second receiver, boy, Michael Gallup had a game. I think him and Coop gonna be the main guys, and I think it's gonna be a battle at a battle at slot. I don't think Cole Beasley is gonna be here next year. Cedric Wilson coming off IR, it'll be interesting there. Do we draft one of these wide receivers, one of these nickel receivers that's like 5'10", that's falling in the draft because they small but they run a 4.3 and they go to a HBCU or something like that, like one of those guys, one
of those Tyreek Hills.
I wasn't gonna say his name, Law, but one of those guys, they maybe had a gun under the seat or something and they draft stock fell, one of those guys, I'm with that.
Yes, indeed, man. Jerry Jones seemed too comfortable, man, buying a yacht and everything. So he might got something up his sleeve this offseason,
Law, to be fair,
Jerry Jones got something. I'm trying to be opposition guy right now.
Law, to be fair, if I was Jerry Jones, I wouldn't have waited till I was 70 to buy a yacht. I have 6 yachts. If I was Jerry Jones. Now look, if Jason Garrett went out and had a yacht party, that's when I have a problem. But boy, if I'm Jerry Jones, look, I want a damn deer park and a 4-wheeler on the yacht. I want to be able to hunt big game on my yacht, boy. I'm holding no expense.
Hell yeah, you're gonna have a football field out there. Guys, we're gonna practice on the yacht today.
Let me get back to a call, man. 281, who this?
Hey man, what's going on?
What's cracking? What you got for the show?
I got a quick follow up on some of the stuff people said.
Sure.
I agree with a lot of things that they said, and also hold on, let me back up. I want to tell you and Law Nation that I appreciate you guys' content. Also, Okoye, I seen you guys also on that
the round table
quad deal that you did. That was great.
Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you.
One thing though is I'm really happy with our team.
Sure.
To be honest with you.
Sure.
I don't dislike nothing about it. I've been a fan since birth. Family, Saints fans and Steelers fans, and I remember being at home in Louisiana and couldn't watch nothing but Saints and Steelers. And when the Saints couldn't sell out because they was wearing trash bags,
gotcha.
Cowboys came on.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but our team played well. We just ran up against a team that was better than us this one day. That was it.
Yeah.
When you come from 3-5 to making the playoffs and where we at, we got to be happy with that. And the one thing that I think we all need to look at is that we have a lot of rookies or second-year players on our team, and some of those guys are not as strong as they need to be. I know we talk about Connor Williams, but Vander Esch is a big guy, but he got to get in the weight room a little bit.
Let me say this. Let me just pause you right there. If y'all go back and watch my Leighton Vander Esch video, the first one, if y'all go in those comment sections, you're gonna see a lot of people hating on Voch Lombardi. Because for whatever reason, when I say stuff like this, they equate that to Vander Esch is trash and Voch Lombardi is hating. All I said was when Vander Esch got to deal with trash, he looked different. When Vander Esch got to deal with blocks, he looked different. But if you watch the Oregon game and nobody blocked him, he looked amazing. Because nobody blocked him.
Exactly.
Voch be knowing. I'm just not patting myself on the back guy. Shut your face.
When opinions becomes facts, right?
Come on now. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. My bad. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, but no. That's knowledge though, and you learn that. But you know that because you've seen it, and I'm glad you were able to express that because I was like, man, this guy seemed like it. And then when I seen that video and you said that, I was like, that's it. He got to get his weight up. You got to understand how to deal with trash, how to avoid and shed blockers. And I think once he get there, we'll be good.
Sure.
Same thing with Colin Williams. I don't think Colin Williams bad. I think Colin Williams just not strong yet.
I think he had a pretty solid game tonight. He didn't die. I got to watch the film, but I didn't hear nothing bad about Colin Williams. So
no, I don't think Colin Williams hurt us. I don't think at all. And I think that's the reason why in the game, if you see that they brought in Sean Lee, I think they brought in Sean Lee because they thought Sean Lee could probably
shed the blockers a little bit better than Vanders because Vanders getting caught up in the trash. But Sean Lee did a little bit, but Sean Lee doesn't have the speed that the Vanders have right now.
Gotcha.
And I look at all that and I'm like, man, wait till next year when these guys have a whole season of eating beans, all season eating beans and getting in the weight room and getting the strength and conditioning coach. They're like, you got to get that weight up. You got to get strong and get ready. And when Connor and him come back, man, they're gonna be awesome. And then, like you said, bring Cedric Wilson along.
Yeah. Man,
we're gonna have a great team. And all these guys are young. And you couldn't ask for nothing better than this. I think this experience, and I remember hearing Michael Irvin say this, and Nate Newton actually said this. When they first year they went to the playoffs, they beat the Bears. And the next game they ran up against Detroit, and Barry Sanders and them just beat them to dogs, beat the dogs out. Yeah. And then that next year, we were ready. It was like, that won't happen again. And I feel like this is the defining moment right here.
Sure.
Because Sean McVay's team, they were better than us today. But how they feel about it, they wasn't that much better than us. They just had a couple plays that they were better than us. And those plays were executed better than what we did. But I think next year, when you have a defensive coordinator, and I know I hear a lot of people talking about everybody wants Sean McVay. I don't want Sean McVay. I like what we have.
Shit, I love to have Sean McVay up here. Boy, you crazy. Boy, you diplomatic. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Help me out.
Let me say this. Listen. I'm gonna let you go. I defend Jason Garrett every week. I will push Jason off a bridge for Sean McVay.
I would rather call Shanahan. I like Kyle Shanahan play calls, and this is the reason why I say that. Sean McVay is a lot of misdirection, a lot of change actions, a lot of stuff going on to get you confused. But this is the thing.
Boy, I will pillow smother Law Nation and assassinate him with a John Wick pistol for Sean McVay.
I will come out of the grave as the ghost of Law Nation to have that doggone Sean McVay.
Hear me out, though. Hear me out, Ryan. Hear me out. If you look at it, in the NFL, the offensive coordinators are getting paid money to
I will put rat poison in a Koye cornflakes for Sean McVay.
But I put it like this. There's also defensive coordinators who are supposed to be getting paid to defend that and to be able to handle that.
Sure.
So the defensive coordinators that we have, I think Chris Richard, we got another year with him at least for now. Unless something happens tomorrow or over the week.
What's your name, bro?
Another year with him. Huh?
What's your name?
MJ Not Following.
MJ,
I ask you all the time.
MJ,
I ask you all the time on Twitter.
MJ, I will put an iceberg in front of Jerry Jones yacht for Sean McVay.
But this is the thing, though, with Sean McVay, though. I'm not saying let me back up. I'm not disrespecting him and saying he's not a good offensive. I'm saying that for our personnel we have with Sean McVay, I don't know if it will work.
He'll figure it out.
I'm not saying that it will work completely.
Ezekiel, my man Elliott with Sean McVay.
I think
MJ.
I think the running back.
MJ.
I think if you look at our team and
MJ.
Team, I think
MJ.
Go ahead.
I will make you kill John Wick's dog and steal his car for Sean McVay, fam. You serious?
I look at Sean McVay offense, and I say this though.
It ain't amazing to you?
They beat us.
Sure.
They beat us. I'm not taking nothing away from them. I didn't take anything away from them. But I feel like we had every opportunity to do something in that game. We had our rookie players after another year on their belt. We play them next year, this same time next year, and we have a more experienced Connor Williams with weight, a more experienced, and I'm not saying he had any issues in that game, a more experienced Vanderish with weight. Then we have also some added depth at the defensive line, like you guys are talking about, and with a running back behind Zeke that's going to actually give us some help besides having Zeke in there. And then when you pull him out, you bring Rod Smith in. You know, I'm not saying Rod Smith is bad, but Rod Smith was a fullback. He wasn't a running back. He lost his job at Ohio State because Zeke came there. He wasn't a running back the whole time. We need a running back. And I know we had Lance, whatever his name is.
He picked back up, but he got dropped off for a reason. We got to get a guy who can be behind him, be behind Zeke, and they'll help us. I think that we have a lot of things going great for us, and it's just going to be another year that we need, and we'll get there. I see exactly what Troy Aikman said. I see a lot of what you guys are saying. I know Okoye, sometimes he don't like Dak, but Okoye is honest, and you guys are honest. That our team is way better than it was last year, and I think next year is going to be better than it was this year. And we just got to stop this deal of having these fair weather fans. Like, I've been a fan over 30 years, and I support the Cowboys for life. And I feel like you guys do the same thing. Yeah. But these fair weather fans coming on here and just reacting all quick to a loss. Dude, we had a great season. Sure. We were 3-5, and half of us was kind of like thinking, what the hell is going to happen? Are we going to fire and blow up this team and bring up a new defensive coordinator who's going to go from a 4-3 to a 3-4? You know, all that stuff started coming in my head because I remember when we did that crap. But you got these guys who are fair weather fans and coming in like, oh, man, we should have got rid of Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan didn't lose this game. We lost this game, exactly what you said, on the other side, the defensive side. Yeah. And I'm not saying Chris Richard is the full blame, but we couldn't stop the run. Yeah. So we couldn't make him one-dimensional, and it showed.
I feel you, MJ. You ain't said nothing wrong, and I appreciate you for calling, fam. I appreciate you for calling.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Cowboy up.
Yes, sir.
Cowboy Nation. Hey.
Yes, sir. Thanks for calling. But, boy, if you can get Sean McVay, you get that. Boy. Oh, you get Sean McVay. Lord, what are you talking about? Oh, Lord, what are you talking about? Yeah, Lord, let me say something. That boy say, man, look, I don't even want Sean McVay. I said,
I don't know, but
I don't know, my guy. That ain't the
I'm
move.
trying to figure out what was his point was about, and looking at everything.
His point. This was his point. He didn't necessarily put it
break
together.
it down for me, man.
His point was we don't necessarily need a Thanos-type offensive coordinator, that we have enough talent and enough upcoming bright spots or whatever that we can get a pretty good offense coordinator moving forward. Now, there are only a handful of Thanos-level offense coordinators, and the league is scrambling to try to find the next one. We don't need that. We just need a pretty good one and the talent that we have moving forward, and we'll be fine. He just said what came out of his mouth was, I don't even want Sean McVay, which is wrong. which is wrong. But I totally understand what MJ was saying. Salute to MJ, though.
Yeah, salute to him.
Because I agree with him. I totally agree with him. People have heard me defending Linehan. Linehan has called some good games, and if we can execute a little better, we good. But boy, if you can get one of them guys,
man, Linehan is for like I
will cut Jason Garrett hands off at the wrist, and he'll never clap again for damn Sean McVay. And I mean it. I mean it, Law. I ain't smiling.
Linehan, he got the vertical offense. Man, he got those plays down into the book, man, and they work in certain factors, but I would like to see something else.
Law, man, I tuned into your show early, man. I was so upset with your chat box, man. Oh, Law. Like, it was in the middle of the second quarter. We was down by 13, and people in your chat box was like, oh, it's over. I quit. This team sucks. Law. And you wasn't letting them have it, man.
I couldn't, man. I'm sitting here looking at this game, and all we have to do is one play at a time, one drive at a time. And of course, we all fall short in the emotional point, but one play at a time, one drive at a time. And we got all the way down to the end. It took a desperation play by Jared Goff to get that damn first down by rolling out. I mean, if we'd have stopped that, maybe we'd have saw Hero Dak again, Yeah. But it goes to show you, man, that team that we played today, they just punched us in the mouth. They looked like they looked at the Colts playbook, and they said, okay, we're going to do the Colts formula. That's how we're going to win this thing.
True. I feel you on that. I just think we just had to be a little better. We just needed to be a little better. Now, if you want to, I think the offseason is going to be interesting. We're going to see who this team values. We're going to see who's going to get money. We're going to see where they're going to put money in certain places. I want to see if they address the safety position, because I don't think we're going to draft a safety. I think we're going to draft a trench guy, on either side. I think the second and third round pick are going to be trench guys on both parts. I really think that's the case. But I'm interested to know where this money going to go. You know, like, Law, let me ask you a question. Would you not pay somebody in order to pay a free agent at another position? You know what I mean? Like, would you not sign Byron Jones to get a top tier guard up in here? You know,
man,
and put Connor Williams at right tackle or something. Like, would you do that?
Connor Williams at right tackle and not pay Byron Jones. The writing is on the wall, believe it or not. They cut theirs, right? They didn't really talk to Jason Witten.
Sure.
There's a guy that's on our team that one can argue that's been a staple piece. And you call me disrespectful, Law, about this guy. His name is his number is number 50. You know what I mean?
Law. Let me tell you something.
If you don't sign him up, that's $9.5 million, fam. That's a lot of money. Unless he's going to renegotiate.
Let me tell you something, Law. Sean Lee gonna be up out of here. Cole Beasley gonna be up out of here. Jeff Heath about to be up out of here. We're gonna draft a guy or play Kayvon Frazier, but Jeff Heath about to be up out of here. Tyrone Crawford, I like him.
But you don't love him.
Malik Collins is a good starter. Tyrone costs you money. Now, what I think Tyrone would do, because he's one of our guys, I think Tyrone might take a pay cut. I think Tyrone's one of those guys. If he does, I'm cool with that. But on this team, we don't just let people touch 30. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't just let people touch 30 on this team, man.
Oh, David Irving gone too. Yeah, you can throw that out there.
He don't even cost us money. I'm not even.
He don't cost no money.
I ain't talking about David. David don't know. He don't cost money. But it's just a handful of these guys. It's just you know they not gonna be here, man. Matthew asked, "Do we ask Tyron Smith for a pay cut?" No, because we ain't hear nothing from Tyron Smith all game, and that's how I like it. we ain't hear about nothing from that left side, and that's how I like it. But I don't know, man. Just a lot of these guys ain't gonna be here, and I think just salary cap era football made it to where
I hate it, but go ahead.
Cole Beasley, man. Cole Beasley, Jeff Heath, and Sean Lee, they're not going to be here, fam. They're not going to be here.
Yeah. Let me name some guys that's going to be out there. Landon Collins, free agent. Nick Foles, free agent.
No.
Frank Clark, free agent.
I like Frank Clark, but he's not a Garrett guy, so no. Frank Clark kidnapped his girlfriend in Michigan, dog.
Yeah, we don't have that longitude and latitude,
at gunpoint.
Like that.
At gunpoint,
because old boy would have got suspended for the first 2 or 3 games. That happened with him. Trey Flowers, free agent. D Ford, I know he's a 3-4 guy. Jadavion, that's how you say his name, Clowney.
Jadavion Clowney, but
I messed his name up. Grady Jarrett, Earl Thomas, Kareem Hunt, Brandon Graham.
Imagine you went smooth past Earl Thomas like that, man. I think Jeff Heath bought himself.
Sorry, Matthew.
Look, let me say. I think Jeff Heath bought himself a lot of time between week 7 and week 15. Boy, week 16, 17, wild card and division round, boy. Jeff Heath just made his case to get up out the paint, boy. Boy, I think Cowboys fans really about to push Jeff Heath off the bridge, man. And it's unfortunate for him, but oh boy, Jeff ain't gonna be here, man. I think Jeff not being here opens up the door for Earl Thomas, man. Honestly, but
yeah.
And the show would have been nice to have him too, Earl Thomas. It'd have been nice to have him tonight. Sure would have been nice, but.
Yeah, because he probably got his head around to the ball. My guy Woods, he was there. He was right there. I said, all I got to do is turn around. But he went for the top. Woods be going for the hit, boy.
Yeah, man. But and then to be fair, though, I don't even know how much of a difference. Like, Earl Thomas probably would have been 2 plays different or whatever, but the Rams ain't passed the ball that much.
They didn't.
We didn't pass about it much. Antoine Woods got blocked. And I ain't saying to say Antoine Woods is trash, and I don't know, maybe we need more depth at one tech or whatever, but Antoine Woods got about the paint today. He was moved about the paint, and they blocked our linebackers today. And it is what it is.
So I'm gonna name this other guy out here. I'm just gonna give you the little list right quick, man. Who else right here? Jared Cook. He's open. He's out on the market. Danny Shelton. Do you know anything about him?
Danny Shelton, the defensive
tackle. Yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame, fat kid, about 350. He don't really fit our scheme.
You don't fit the scheme? No. Okay. And then they got a gang of cornerbacks like Kareem Jackson, Bryce Callahan, and Jason McCourty. I think they say his name.
I don't think we pick up many. If any free agents we pick up, man, it's probably gonna be like somebody like, man, it ain't gonna be no day 1, day 2 guys and nothing like that. I think we're gonna draft, man, and I think we draft really well. And I like Antoine Woods, but I like him more if it was him and somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You know, Reed's not a bad player, but I just like, you know, I would want him to be as impactful as Woods is when he's in on the play. But I don't know, man. Maybe it was depth. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm gonna go back and watch film and take a look at it. But
Yep. Hey man, there's all the guys that I can see off of this little list right here.
Yep.
And of course they got David Irving on that list. I got to say his name again. And Henry Anderson and Ezekiel Ansu.
He played with the Lions. They probably resigned him.
Right. So they probably resigned him. So
Ziggy.
I mean, there's some movement that we can get out there, you know, as far as quality backups, what have you, or compete guys. But
so this is what we about to do. We about to play a game that's very popular in the Voch Lombardi neighborhood or whatever. We're gonna play the clock game. Because it's 1:28 here. That means it is 2:28 in the Eastern time zone. Somebody waiting on a text from me. So we're going to get through these calls. We're going to get through these calls, and y'all got 60 seconds. You think 60 seconds a good like a good time limit for the calls, Law? You think 60 seconds is good?
That'll work. We're
going to give y'all 60 seconds. And if y'all want more time, you should have been a platinum caller. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You should have been here earlier. Let's run it for the cardio. And I'm going to start my clock when y'all start talking. 254, what's happening? Who this?
Oh, this is Derek, man. I'm Nightcrawler in the chat. Real quick, man. I know a lot of people didn't really talk about Chris Rashard, but I think the defense is all on him. So I pretty much blame him. I mean, I don't claim to be a coach or nothing, but basically he made no adjustments, and we were getting gashed through the middle by the linebackers, just not covering and not, instead of blitzing, just falling back into the zone, and they probably would have got at least 2 picks tonight. That's it. I'm out. I'll listen.
That was way faster than 60 seconds, but I appreciate you. He's the first caller that, you know, that kind of brought up Chris Richard's name. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna take the coaching angle, I ain't mad at you if you bringing up Richard's name. Law, what you gotta say?
Man, no doubt, man. He got to fall on the sword, and that's the second time we saw this with the no second half adjustment. So he's right. So, man, we can't see this again. He's going to be on the team next year. So, nobody picked him up for his coaching. So, we're going to have to figure out is this the blueprint to beat the Cowboys?
I just want to tell Cowboys fans this too. They was talking about Chris Richard being a head coach, and they like him yelling. Chris Richard he wouldn't yell as a head coach because he wouldn't have time to yell as a head coach. He'll be on to the next play and managing the game or whatever. So he has time to fuss at Van Der Esch and them because the offense on the field. So moving on, let's go to 612. What's happening? Who this? I'm sorry. You need to turn your phone up. What'd you say now?
It's Trent.
Okay, Trent. Okay, cool. I heard me, but I ain't hear you. What you got for the show? Your time starts now.
Oh, my phone is kind of
turn your laptop.
Been waiting here for a minute.
Turn down your laptop.
I'm from Natchez.
Turn down.
I'm from Natchez, man. I'm from Natchez, Mississippi. I'm up here in Minnesota, but my question is,
what's up, hometown? What's up, hometown?
Home skillet.
Hometown.
What do we do with the What do we do with the offensive line for Tyron Smith? I feel like he didn't lost a step or something.
Today he played well. Today, did he?
I don't want to get ungrateful with Tyron Smith. Like, I know Tyron Smith was unbeatable at one point, but if he only lose one match in the whole game, I know it's not unbeatable, but they're still only losing one match. So let's not get ungrateful with Tyron. That's just my opinion on that.
Shout out to NTZ.
Shouts out to National Mississippi, man. Appreciate it. That's your time. Appreciate that.
One more question, though, real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to see Leah Collins. I would like.
What'd you say, fam?
Leah Collins left side.
You want to see Collins on the left side?
Yeah, on the left side, on the left guard, and Connor Williams at the right top.
All right, cool. That's your time, fam. Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing that from Cowboys fans. They want to put Connor at right tackle and Lael at left guard, but I don't think that's a move you make in the middle of the season. And Lael is one of those guys. He does better with consistency and continuity. He's been better in the back half of the season than he was in the front half. And you don't just want to keep making coaching changes with him. So I don't know. Moving on. 404. Who this?
So this Black from the 404, man. What's going on?
What's happening, man? Your time starts now. What you got for the show?
Hey, man, the Byron Jones hands to the face was a big call.
Big call.
You know, when I saw Jeff Heath, man, he was the last guy on the line. He really had contained, dog, but he didn't see the ball. All bad business.
Got you.
When you talk about Chris Richard, the adjustment was he should have stood the.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that way it would have changed the blocking schemes for the line. Right, like the earlier caller said, when they 7 yards off the ball, they know who they're getting to. And it just put us in a spot, man, where we couldn't stop the run at all.
True.
So, we'll see, man. I don't know what it's gonna bring, but I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I was disappointed in the fact that they took Vanderich out the game and put Sean Lee in. Man, I would have much rather went down with the rookie so he could get that experience because I don't see no future for Sean Lee. That's all I got.
Appreciate it, Black. And that's right on time, man.
Right on the money, man. They used our strength against us, guerrilla warfare. We fly out to the ball and chase like no other. We the best team in the NFL to do that, and they played it against us. Now, I do agree. If you play your cornerbacks a little bit off the ball, maybe you can see where the ball is being ran at and take away some of that thing. But like you said, Voch, they lined up those 3 and 4 sets to the right. And had all our DBs motion out to that side. So yeah, you're right. It was hard for us to stop that run.
Law, do you go down with the rookie or do you put in Sean Lee and try to figure this out and try to get a win with Sean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's playoffs. You kind of gotta find wins wherever you can, or do you just die with Vanderich?
I think we kind of scrambled in a sense because we saw, like you said, LVE not disengaged and not being able to get the separation. So they were saying, look, let's just get Sean Lee in there. Let's get the wise man in there. Maybe he can diagnose the plays and see what the hell is going on with all the motion. That's why they put Sean Lee out there. They wasn't ready for it. And I would just do this. Keep the team that got you there. Keep the young rookie and keep that continuity in poise because I didn't put it like this. I wasn't too mad and upset and pissed off about LVE being on the bench opposed to Jalen Smith on that series being on the sideline with his arms folded. I think that Jalen Smith would have been able to diagnose something and say, okay, that happened in the first quarter. And I see they're trying to do that same thing again because I think Jalen Smith got that type of cerebral thinking out there that he would have flew out to the ball a little bit faster opposed to them moving out with Sean Lee and LVE out there opposed to Jalen Smith. So that's what I'm more upset about.
I think in this game, reading keys was the most important factor to winning this game because it's a lot of misdirection. If you look at that last play where Jared Goff converted the first down running, Jeff Heath got lost because he didn't read his keys. They did play action to Todd Gurley on the inside, and Jared Goff ran smooth past Jeff Heath because he wasn't reading his keys. And I think Sean Lee is the best linebacker on this team as far as reading keys go. So I can't hate it too much, man. Let me reset my clock.
Don't do that, Wolf. Don't do that to me, Wolf.
Because it's 136.
In the chat box. Don't do that to me, Wolf.
Man, look, Wolf was in the chat box early talking about some Voch. You can't keep cutting off Law. I'm like, Wolf, I'll cut you off. I'll cut you. I ain't cutting off Law. 909, who this?
So, this Compton.
What up, Compton? Your time starts now.
What's up, man?
What's up, fam?
All right, Voch. A lot of misdirection. That's what happened. I'm trying to be fast on this.
Matter of fact, time out. Let me just pause your time. What's good, Compton? Sound like you was about to give me props real fast. Sound like you was about to.
Bro, I've been watching your film study all this time. I gave you some little chump change right there, but I'll get some more in there in that little chat box when you get it on that money thing. But yeah, I'm out of here in Compton, dude. Man, this stadium was packed as up.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Cowboys fans that they were trying to scout fucking tickets for $1,000. I'm like, you tripping? You ain't trying to hustle. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man. So we went to this little bar, start watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Two pivotal fucking moves on this game. When they fucking threw that flag for that protecting the quarterback BS.
Sure.
That was BS right there. That was a changing point right there. Because that was 3:07 off the fucking scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. The second one, they were running misdirection plays, the Rams were, right? And then another thing that I saw was when they put Lee in, it kind of messes up the groove on Banderesh because I know damn well he would have busted that hit on that quarterback when he got that first down on that, when he got that by 1 yard. Sean Lee had his back to him.
Vandy don't really bust heads, though, but I feel you.
You know, but it kind of messes up that momentum they had, that little groove, and it kind of puts you down. And just like your bro said right now, it's like you go into the next season thinking like, all right, we did good, we playing, we got this camaraderie going on and everything, but to put Sean Lee in there, if you think you're not going to keep him in the future, why put him in there anyways? You're risking getting hurt or anything. And another thing, Chris Richard did mess up on a lot of plays, but not on the passing because they didn't get one touchdown passing. They got everything on the floor. It seemed like they switched defense on us. They had our defense and we had their defense.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Yeah. But yeah, there was two pivotal plays that it just, to me, I was like, here we go with these refs. Yeah. Why the hell they blow the whistle talking about we protecting quarterback when not one of the Rams had their hands on them?
Sure.
That's one.
You know, for that same play, one of the guys hit Dak Prescott in the helmet with his hand. So,
right. And you know, Dak is about to throw a bomb or do a play when he's breaking that pocket, being Romo-esque, and he's about to throw it deep or do a play. That's what he does. And they just stopped it right there. I was like, man, this is going to start looking back. Because if you think about it, we lost by one possession. They only punted once, right?
Well, I forgot to start your time again. God damn.
Oh, my bad. Well, that's all I got. It just seemed like the run defense kind of, like we were them and they were us.
Yeah.
But Richard did mess up on some plays. And another thing, 31 been tripping for the last 3 games.
Get out of here.
He's not been looking back. He hasn't been looking back for the ball.
Byron's fine. Take it easy, man. You know, man, when you perfect all year, then you have a bad play, man. That's the first thing they're gonna say, man. I ain't mad at you. Just like Tyron Smith. I really don't want us to get ungrateful about Tyron Smith, man. I really don't. But yeah, moving on. Everybody, we back to 60 seconds. My bad. He got me. He messed me up. I wasn't focused. Dan, what's up, sir? How you doing tonight? Daniel.
Going once, going twice.
Dan
the man.
That's just like 60 seconds up in here. Till next time, Dan. Godspeed. Melvin.
Hey, what up, Voch?
How you doing, man? What's good, famo?
Hey, let me just say, man, today was
your time starts.
It was a hard one to watch, man.
Sure.
But let me just say this, man. Shout out to you and Law over there, man. I got nothing but respect for y'all. I actually watched the film on your channel about Connor Williams.
Yeah.
And man, let me just say, he against Aaron Donald in the past. Oh man, it was a good sight to see. I did not expect for Connor to do that against Aaron Donald.
Let me go ahead and fix y'all real fast. Let me stop my time and fix y'all real fast. Hold on. Let me stop sending this text message and fix y'all real fast. You see, y'all don't have no faith in Voch Lombardi. Look at the camera when I say it. Y'all don't have
They don't want to believe you.
Y'all don't have no faith in Voch Lombardi. When I tell you Connor Williams is going to move his feet and he's going to drop his butt. Now, Connor Williams...
They don't want to hear it.
Connor Williams ain't going to win every play, but he's not going to get smoked for 65 plays neither. As long as he moves his feet, uses his hands, and drop his butt, they're going to rotate Aaron Donald sometime. When I say Connor Williams is going to be fine, y'all going to learn to listen to Voch. Go ahead, Fama.
And, man, he played lights out. And with Lel Collins, oh, man, he played all right.
That's cool.
But although it was a tough one to see, man, I'm not sad about what happened today, man. I'm happy about what we had been through in this season to be able to go to the divisional round and come out here in LA. Oh man, you know, it's better to say, better than being 3-5. That's all I can say. And I just feel like when the Rams figured out that they couldn't pass it, and then once they had run the ball,
all right,
then they just found a solution, and from there they just that's all from the game.
I feel you, Melvin. Appreciate it. Good call, man.
All right.
Yep. Law. When y'all gonna start listening to me about Connor Williams, man?
Connor Williams, well, he was a project in the making, right?
How about this, Law? Let me say this instead.
Talk
Law,
to me, man. Talk to me.
You know I respect your football acumen, right? I look at you as one of my big bros. Salute to you, Law, right? You know what I'm saying? But man, I do this offensive line stuff. boy, I do. Law, you a track guy, and you get into some of that DB terminology that I don't really use. Salute to you. Man, I do this offensive line stuff. I do this offensive line stuff. Okoye probably had the quickest start in Dallas Cowboy YouTube history with his Dez Bryant wide receiver content. He got a good little eye for quarterback skill and all that. Man, do I do this offensive line stuff. That's all I have. All right, that's all I'm gonna say, Law. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, but moving forward, so Travis Frederick back next year, Zach Martin back, of course. We already know that.
Sure.
Lyle Collins back at right tackle.
Sure.
It's going to be his third year, so you already know the third year is always the blossom year at right tackle, right? And then Connor Williams is going to be his second year. One could argue he's going to be at least 1 pound heavier, right? He's gonna be at least 1 pound heavier.
Kind of gonna be big, man. If y'all look at my Cowboys versus Rams 2017 live stream, we looked at Jalen Smith, and Jalen Smith was skinny, bro, and he huge this year. NFL strength and conditioning don't play. Connor Williams gonna be swole next year.
He's gonna be swole.
He's gonna be swole.
So only reservation may be big number 77 if he can stay healthy.
Tyron gonna be fine.
But I like the fact that they said that they're gonna try to do something with Cam Fleming. They're gonna try to see if they can sign him up for another year or so, and hopefully we can have a healthy Tyron and have this offensive line formidable next year.
I'm trying to draft a damn tackle, but Law Nation, we have Miss Jackie in the chat box. On 3, we're gonna go. Hey, Miss Jackie. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Miss
Jackie.
You already know we love. You already know we love Miss Jackie, man.
Yes,
let's get back to the phone. Keon, what's good, bro?
Hey, how's it going, Voch?
You have 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I missed the game. I was at work, but I wanted to check in with you, see how you guys were doing.
I'm amazing.
How about you, Law?
All right, Keon, time to holler at you, bro. Time to hang up on you. I didn't like that laugh. I didn't like that little laugh, the little smirk you did, Keon. We got you up out of there, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Keon. Look, I appreciate you calling and checking up on me, Keon, but I didn't like your little smirk. I ain't like that little laugh there, so we're gonna go ahead and get you up out the paint, famo. I'm phony.
Balls on him, didn't you?
I'm so phony. 706, who this?
Hey, Mike, this is BJ from Athens.
What's up, BJ? What you got for the show, man? Your time starts now.
Man, I'm just looking at this game and just wondering. Our defense does not show up when our offense shows. I feel like Dak is not our quarterback of the future. You know, he just missed too many throws. And the throws he does connect on, his accuracy is still not there. Like, I see our receivers having to reach back for so many balls on the ones he do connect on. And, you know, I'm just tired of it. So I feel like Dak is not our quarterback.
So let me pause your time and ask you a series of questions, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think Dak was the reason that we're in the game still?
Yes, I do think he was the reason we was in the game.
Okay.
And also, another to that question, I think he was the reason we was in the game. And also, I feel like he could have extended the game way farther than what it was.
In what way?
Just on the throws he didn't connect on. Like, I understand he was the reason we was in the game, but he could have put us much farther in the game.
Well,
Dak, get what I'm trying to say.
Sure, but Dak's not gonna go 30 for 30. He's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have a guy like Jared Goff?
No, I wouldn't.
Because he smoked the shit out of Jared Goff tonight. Shit, he played better than him. Who would you rather have? Would you rather have a guy like Paxton Lynch?
Yeah.
No, I would probably take Dak over a lot of young quarterbacks.
Okay, so you want a guy like how about Josh Allen? He was like the 9th overall pick or something like that. What about Josh Allen in Buffalo? He got arm talent too. Like a guy like him.
See, I honestly can't speak on all the young quarterbacks because I'm a Dallas fan, so I really just specify, you know.
I watch them. I watch them all, fam. I watch them all. I watch them all. And the only young guys I would take over Dak is Pat Magic, Baker Mayfield. I really like Money Mitch. Everybody else can go. Everybody else can go. Deshaun Watson can go. Josh Rosen can go. My man's Lamar Jackson can go. It is what it is. Now let me start your time back up since I ain't being messy no more. Go ahead.
All right, back. On the O-line aspect, I feel like our O-line is very good. You know, Tyron, he has his injury problems, but I feel like he's still a top 3 left tackle in the league. Connor, he's gonna be what he's gonna be in a couple of years. He got to get stronger. And when Travis come back, I feel like our O-line is gonna be back to where they was a couple of years ago. And another problem Dallas had, we need a backup running back. You know, we see Zeke too much, and when we do bring our backup in, you know, it's a non-threat. You know, nobody focuses on our backup running back.
I appreciate you, bro.
We need somebody that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think people getting a little too caught up in backup run. I know C.J. Anderson kind of just came in and just ran over us, but that shit don't happen all the time. that don't happen all the time. Now, if we're going to get a backup running back, I want him to be a running back, kind of like Tariq Cohen is in Chicago. Like
Kamara, somebody like that.
Somebody I can throw the ball to, man. But I ain't necessarily trying to take Zeke off the field.
So I'm looking at it from like this. I'm more of like a scat back out there, right?
Sure.
Keep Ezekiel Elliott out there. Whatever the web back that they have, Tavon Austin, they didn't utilize him. I saw some package of formation with Ezekiel and Tavon. They motion him out to the outside. I think that somebody just a little. If we can find luck and favor, find somebody that can be, I guess, durable. You know, that's been our Achilles heel with these scat backs of Voch.
Yeah. Wolf says, Voch, what do you think about Jordan Howard? Wolf, I don't know how long you've been on this channel. I think Cleveland Brown has been here long enough to kind of vouch for this. Voch actually got into a lot of arguments with Bears fans when I used to say that Jordan Howard's not elite. and they would call my show. And Law, was you around for that? Like, did you?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I know Keon definitely know. A lot of Bears fans would call my show, fussing at me, screaming at me, talking about Voch. Jordan Howard is elite. He's he's second rushing, and he's a second leading rusher, whatever. He's better than Zeke. And I'm like, false. That's not true. That's not correct at all. Jordan Howard is not elite. Jordan Howard is a pretty cool running back. He reads blocks pretty well. He gets caught from behind. He's not elite. Now all of a sudden they trying to trade Jordan Howard because they love Tariq Cohen. Y'all gonna start the pat Voch on the back and be thankful for me. Y'all gonna be thankful for, and I try to keep it humble. I try not to talk crazy, but y'all gonna be thankful for Voch one day.
But you don't want to, for the Bears fans, I hope they ain't trying to start Cohen, as a all in all back, No,
they're not. They better not do that. They better not do that. Law Nation. I was sitting back thinking one day when our conglomerate of Dallas Cowboys YouTubers move on to the next level, when you doing big things, Foots, Okoye, and Voch doing big things, and TV doesn't exist anymore, and people watch YouTube to get their primary content, you're gonna be 40, I'm gonna be 30 something, and it's gonna be some young YouTuber in the game that's gonna be the new hot thing, but he ain't better than Voch. Boy, they gonna be like, we should have listened to Voch. We should have listened to Voch while he was young and he'd had energy, but boy, Voch old now, and Voch old now, and he don't really fuss with us no more. He gives the same information, but he don't really scream on the haters like he used to. Law, they gonna miss me screaming on the haters, man. They gonna miss me screaming. Boy, me and Nene gonna be sitting back drinking margaritas laughing at y'all. 2 more callers, Law, then we're going to go to sleep, man. I'm tired of all this. We ain't winning tonight. I ain't trying to stream all night with y'all. 425. Who this?
Hey, this me?
That's you, 425. What's happening?
Say, I want to appreciate y'all, everything y'all do, man.
No, appreciate
but
you,
yeah,
man.
I just got something real quick, man. I want to throw out there. Let me turn my computer down.
Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say, man, I really appreciate the season that the Cowboys had, first of all.
Absolutely.
Because I've been through the losing seasons. They didn't kind of win in the postseason. We won 1 game, so I'm happy about that. So, first of all, I wanted to say that Chris Richard, I think he got out-coached tonight. I'm not bashing him. I just think he got out-coached. He's a young coach. I think he got out-coached tonight. He didn't make no adjustments, and I don't think he had the hot boys ready to stop that run tonight. I think they went a different way, and the Rams just outplayed them tonight. I don't know. I want your comment on that.
He could be pissed that he didn't get the Miami job. With so many things.
I mean, you think the interviews had something to do with that, and not getting the hot boys ready for
No.
the run tonight?
No.
Go ahead. It could have been the interviews. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not bashing him. I want him to stay on the team. But I just don't think that he had the hot boys ready.
No.
I mean, what we do, we stopped the run. We stopped the Seattle. They're the number 1 running team in the league. We stopped the run. That's what we do. We couldn't get it done tonight. I just don't know why we couldn't get it done tonight.
When I say,
he just got outplayed. That's all I'm saying. He just got outcoached. That's all I see.
When I say Chris Richard's name, that's only me attacking Cowboys fans that point directly at coaches. I don't think Chris Richard was the problem tonight. It was an execution problem. So it's 2 things you got to do to effectively run zone, run schemes in the league or in football in general. You have to deal with A-gap, and you've got to block the Mike linebacker. Antoine Woods is our A-gap player. He got blocked all night. If you're not getting penetration from the nose, you can do whatever you want. There's no scheme you can run. Not one scheme in the world you can run that can be effective with your nose getting blocked. It doesn't exist. So I don't think there's a thing Chris Richard can do. And I'm very much so hating on people that love to give Chris Richard credit for everything. No, what?
He had made adjustments.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Made.
What? Okay, and this ain't me calling you out.
No,
this
I'm
is
asking you.
Okay, listen. I got you. But what adjustments do you think could have been made?
Nothing, man.
That's what I was asking you. I mean, what adjustment? So you said the players just didn't execute.
I'm saying that there's no adjustment you can make for your one. You know what? That's like, you know what? On defense, your one tech getting blocked is kind of like you having a bad snap. Right, there's not there, or your center getting blown up or whatever. Right, A gap penetration. There's nothing you can do there. Even if you say, okay, well, let's try to blitz Jalen in the weak side B gap to try to help with penetration on that side, you can do that. But if your A gap still getting moved, they'll just cut back into A gap where your A gap player was. That makes sense. Even if you go, well, let's go into a 5-man front to try to account for that. That's cool, but if your A-gap player is getting moved, then we go back to the hat-on-hat theory. Everybody else gets washed. Your A-gap player is moved. Your mic gets blocked. You still get a run play, right? A-gap is the key to all this. It's directly in front of the quarterback. It's where football starts. It's the genesis of this thing. And if you have no penetration to A-gap, there is nothing you can do.
The only adjustment that they could have made basically is just say, forget it, man. We can get back to our base formation defense, and we allow them to carve us and to kill us with the passing game. That's how I can look at it.
And the only way to fix it is to get your A-gap player to play better.
In the passing game, Goff didn't do anything. I mean, it seemed like Goff couldn't do anything.
Goff ain't do nothing. Goff ain't do nothing, but they ran the ball well.
So I mean, I'm saying to low point though. I mean, I would have took my chances with that because Goff didn't do anything.
Yeah, but with this team. They probably looked at it and said, okay,
Goff didn't.
Those games when
hey, fellas, before I get up, I want to say why Jordan Lewis was doing returns. Why we didn't have Austin back there?
Okay,
Jordan Lewis did one good one. He brought it back to the 35 or 34, something like that.
I mean, but still, we were
up on the kickoff return. Jordan Lewis, that's been his responsibility all game. It's been all year between Jordan Lewis. It started off as Deontay Thompson of all people, and then it moved to Jordan Lewis, and then it moved to Darius Jackson. So there's always been those two guys out there. So maybe next year we find another guy, but for right now, that's been his PT. That's been how he's been getting out there on the field. It's through special team doing that.
Thanks for the call, man. As long as it ain't Ryan Switzer, we can have anybody back there. As long as it ain't Ryan Switzer. It's just offense is more so. Oh, he's still on the phone. My bad. Let me go ahead and get you up out of here. Let me go ahead and get you smooth up out of here. Offense is more so about the scheme and the continuity, make sure everybody's in the right place at the right time, defense is really skill based. Defense is mostly majority skill based. And if you can't get it done on a skill level, then you're gonna have a problem. And the only way you can fix that problem is say, Antoine, you gotta play better than A-gap. And if you don't, you're shit out of luck.
Hey, did they draft it? And I know this is off topic, Voch. Did they draft Darius Leonard for the Colts? Did they draft him for the play to Sam linebacker?
He plays the will. I think they drafted him with being a will linebacker in mind. He was a Mike and he was a Mike in college, right. But he's a better will linebacker. And I think they knew that going into it. So.
Okay, cool. That's just off topic, man. I was just trying to figure out things. Maybe we might draft a Sam linebacker next year. Not trying to throw Wilson under the bus that can cover. Maybe we can find that freak linebacker. I'm just saying.
Law, let me tell you something. I'll keep Damian Wilson. Give me an offensive lineman so my quarterback can be the best he could be. Then give me a defensive lineman to further improve our rotation or whatever, right? Then y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to do with them 5th and 7th round picks. I don't care. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
From obscure state.
From obscure state university, you can get whoever the hell you want to pay. I want an offensive line first. I want Dak to be driving this damn Lamborghini, man. I want this thing to be as good as it can possibly be for Dak Prescott. Because when the offensive line is perfect, good.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna draft an offensive line that's gonna sit on the bench, right? Because where you gonna play at? Where you gonna play at, Voch?
We'll see what they do with Connor Williams. Two
I'm
things.
thinking that what you thinking. Okay.
It's two things we got to look at. And Voch Lombardi, man, look, I love to pat myself on the back for my foresight. One thing, it depends on what we do with Travis Frederick. If Travis comes back and he plays and he's good to go, he's full speed, cool. We'll move on to Connor. If Travis don't come back, I think Connor Williams plays center. That's just where I'm at. If Travis is good to go, I think Connor Williams could possibly move to right tackle and Lael Collins could go bag groceries at Publix somewhere. And that's just, and this ain't necessarily me kicking Lael off the bridge. It's just that would y'all get Lael up out of here to pay for D-Law? Sure. Like, do you need some of that money to give to Byron Jones? I absolutely would love to. You know what I'm saying? Put Connor at right tackle, draft a guard, go on about your business. That's just what I'm thinking right now. And the only reason I'm not putting Lael at guard because he ain't done it yet. I don't think Lael wants to play guard. Now, if Lael complies and plays guard, come play guard, Lael. I don't think he wants to play guard. And if he don't want to play guard, and if he wants to go through the rest of his life as a tackle in the league, fine.
Man, he'd be so nasty at guard, though.
Oh, Lael would be so great at guard, but you know how it go. You know. My Cowboys family, what's up, fam? He wants Kellen Moore to go. Me and my Cowboys family disagree on everything. We ain't agreed yet. We haven't agreed yet. It is. Come on. Law, you have any closing statements, man?
No, man, it was a wonderful time, man, talking to you guys, man. You guys actually helped me out. I wouldn't be doing anything right now, but just thumbing through Twitter and thumbing through Instagram, listening, watching all this negativity. But I'm glad I got a chance to talk to other people that think like us, man. Cowboys fans, it's all around here, man. I really appreciate you all. Voch Lombardi, thanks for having me on your show, man. I really appreciate it, man. Salute, bro.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man. Where can the people find you at, man?
Oh, man, just type in LAW Nation on your Google, and you will see my face or logo. That will be the easy route to do it. If not, you can just type in LAWS Nation for my Instagram and also, not Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, there you go. That's where you guys can see me at, man. Y'all hit me up. Y'all let me know, man. Let's grow this thing, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Draft 2019, second round draft pick. Let's go. Let's get this gem.
My Cowboys family, he asked me what has Kellen Moore done for Dak. You don't see Dak incorporating things in his game this year that he didn't do last year. We see Dak moving safeties a bit more. His eye manipulation is a little better than it once was. You don't see Dak progressing a little better. You don't see Dak getting that full pump fake technique in. Dak's pump fakes back in the day used to just be flicking an elbow in one direction. Dak actually dips that shoulder in his head in that pump fake now. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to see Dak do things like throw the ball away now. He ain't always do it, but we see Dak throw the ball away now. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that Kellen Moore could possibly be teaching Dak. And of course we can get into this conversation, but we not in practice, man. We don't know. My Cowboys family says, is that Kellen Moore or is that natural quarterback? Is that Dak just getting better? Like, you can say that for anything. you can say that for anything, man. I just think when Cowboys fans get set on not liking somebody, then they get set on liking somebody. They just don't like, or they just like somebody. You know what I'm saying? If Linehan calls a good game and we lose, it's Linehan's fault. If the defense gives up 250 rushing yards a night, nobody says nothing about Chris Richard because we like Chris Richard and he's the hot prospect and he screams at Chris Richard. Incognito says Dak is much better at anticipation. You're absolutely right, Incognito. So it is what it is, man. I don't want to argue no more. It's 2:00. It's 3 in some places. Law, you hold it down for the Doski Woski. Chat box, I need y'all to like this, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have a Discord in my description now. We do that thing over there. All kinds of topics, not just Cowboys. There's NFL stuff in there, movies in there, music in there, Voch's voice in there. We got a guns tab if y'all are gun people. And we're going to do the morning after show tomorrow. We're going to sit back and reflect on that. We'll take your calls then. If you haven't got your calls in tonight or whatever, we'll do all that. And we're moving on to draft content. So if you're a Cowboys fan, you're big on draft, stay tuned, because that's what I do. Y'all think I'm good at Cowboys. I'm amazing at draft. That's me patting myself on the back there. We're going to do combine stuff, Senior Bowl coverage. Then we're going to get into draft. Then we're going to do Cowboys training camp. So this channel stays nasty all year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, man. Cowboys L. One more time for the good people. Y'all try not to cry when I do this. It's the last time. Oh, don't cry, man. Don't cry. Oh, don't cry. Oh, I'm going to gallivant the chat box a little bit. Peace, y'all.